sausage as they could, Richard.
Yeah, you don't get this on other quiz shows, do you?
No.
All the correct answers in this round are types of cooked, cured or uncooked sausage or wurst. All the incorrect answers will not be sausages at all. Sausages, essentially, is what we're talking about.
Right. Dean and Nicola, you all drew lots before the show, and this afternoon you get to go first. Now, in this round, we're going to give you a choice of 7 possible answers in each pass. Your first set of 7 answers reads like this. Falukov, bologna, salami, merguez, or merguez, I'm guessing. My guess's as good as yours, I guess. Frankfurter, knackwurst, Turia. I'll read those one more time. Falukov, bologna, salami, merguez, Frankfurter, knackwurst, Turia. Okay, then I can tell you that at least one of those answers is pointless, but be very careful because at least one of those answers is incorrect. Pick an incorrect one, and you will, of course, score the maximum of 100 points. Now then, Dean.
Right.
Dean, a sausage man?
Not
Oh,
really.
you like a sausage, Dean, come on. What's that list behind me looking like to you?
A little bit confusing.
Yeah.
I think I'll go for the bottom one. Is it Turia?
Turia.
Yeah.
Turia. What do you think that might be? Turia.
I have no idea, but I saw it straight away and went with it.
I commend your bravery. I think that's brilliant. Let's hope that's a correct answer. And if it is, let's see how many people said Turia. Oh, Dean! Unfortunately, Turia is an incorrect answer, which means you score the maximum of 100 points. I'm sorry. Richard.
Yeah, sorry, Dean. Turia is actually the name of a village in Serbia, which is the home, of course, as people at home will know, of the World Sausage Festival.
Well now, Helen, we are looking for types of sausage. What are you thinking about when you look down that board behind me? Are there any sausages leaping out at you?
Knackwurst.
Knackwurst.
Yes.
Knackwurst.
Oh, sorry.
That's how I've chosen to pronounce it, but I could easily be wrong. Let's see if it's right, and if it is, let's see how many people said knackwurst. It's right. And it's going a long way down. Look at that. Oh, very well done, Helen. That's wonderful. The cracking score. Knackwurst, 2.
Yeah, well played, Helen. Knackwurst comes from the German knacken, which means to make a cracking sound, which is what it does when you bite into it, apparently.
And so, Sue, we come to you.
I think I'll go for a load of old bologna.
A load of old bologna. There it is, second from the top. Bologna. Let's see if that's right, and if it is, let's see how many people said bologna. Oh, wow! Not a load of old bologna. A pointless answer. It adds £250 to today's jackpot, taking the total up to £1,250. And it scores you nothing. Very well done indeed. Richard.
Yeah, bologna, another name for Bologna sausage from Bologna in Italy. And a pointless answer.
Who'd have thought?
I guess people don't realise bologna is a sausage, maybe.
Sarah. Sausages.
Actually, I used to have a part-time job on a butchery counter in a supermarket.
This is just all your Christmases
Weirdly.
have come at once, haven't they? Right, now, you are the last person to have this board, so you are the perfect person to talk us through the sausages that remain.
Well, I think I'd better stay safe. The only 2 I'm pretty sure are sausages are salami and Frankfurter. I'm going to keep it safe and go for salami.
Salami. Okay, I have a hunch that might be a sausage. Let's see how many people said salami. Not a bad score in the context by any means. 40. For salami.
Yeah, a large Italian sausage of salami, and it's a high score, but with Dean scoring 100, wasn't a bad tactic to go for. There's actually a couple more pointlesses up there, though. Let's take a look at the whole rest of the board. Frankfurter, obviously, is a sausage that would have scored you 19, and the other 2, Falukov and Merguez, they're both pointless answers. We've got 3 pointless answers up there today. Very well done if you've got any of those 3 at home.
Well, we're halfway through the round, so let's take a look at the scores as they stand. Brilliant, pointless answer with bologna there from Sue. And then we come up just to 2 points, appropriately to our caterer, Helen. Then up to 40 for Sarah and James. And then Dean and Nicola, I'm sorry to say, way ahead on 100. OK, we're going to come back down the line. Can the second players please take their places at the podium? OK, we're going to put 7 more answers on the board. We're looking for types of sausage, in case you'd forgotten. Here they are, the second list. Cumberland, Savoy, Longaniza, Habaneri, Saucisson, Feuchtwanger, Chorizo. I'll read those one more time. Cumberland, Savoy, Longaniza, Habaneri, Saucisson, Feuchtwanger, Chorizo. Guess which one of those I really like saying? OK, again, I can tell you there is at least 1 pointless answer on that board, and there is at least 1 incorrect answer amongst them, so try and avoid those. James, then. James, did you ever work behind the sausage counter at the supermarket?
Did not, no.
Did you ever go to the sausage counter when Sarah was working there?
Occasionally to buy a sausage roll. I'm not sure what type of sausage tends to go into a sausage roll.
They tend not to like you to know.
I think I'm going to play relatively safe and hope it's enough to get through, and I'm going to go for chorizo.
You're going to go for chorizo. Well, there's your red line. Below that red line, you're through. Let's see if chorizo is a correct answer, and if it is, let's see how many people said chorizo. Well done. You're through, James. Very well done. Oh, and down it goes. 14. That's a great score. Takes your total up to 54. Chorizo.
Yeah, well played, James. You and Sarah played it very safely and got yourself through. Chorizo, it's a Spanish sausage, commonly flavoured with paprika or red peppers.
Thanks very much. Now then, Anne. Didn't Sue do well?
She's
did. Oh, a wonderful, a pointless answer with bologna there.
So I think, because we had got a pointless answer, I might go for something a bit obscure. Just because I like hearing you say it so much, I'm going to go for Feuchtwanger.
You're going to go for Feuchtwanger. Feuchtwanger. See, if my sister worked behind the sausage counter, I'd be in there asking for Feuchtwanger every day. OK, Feuchtwanger. Let's see if that's right. And if it is, let's see how many people said it. Feuchtwanger. There's your red line, just below the pink one. Oh! I'm afraid that's an incorrect answer, which means you scored a maximum of 100 points. Richard?
Yeah, unlucky, Anne. Feuchtwanger it's the surname of Antoine Feuchtwanger, who's a German who many people claim is the inventor of the hot dog. He was a sausage seller in Missouri in the late 19th century, and the sausages were so hot he would always sell them with gloves. So you buy them, they give you a glove, but people kept taking the glove away, so he was losing a lot of money. So he and his wife went to a local baker and got buns made for the sausages, and that's where the hot dog was born. So they say. Antoine Feuchtwanger.
Right, so then, Glyn and Helen. Remember, we are looking for types of sausage. You are on 2. Great answer from Helen in the first pass. The high scorers remain Nicola and Dean and Anne and Sue. So if you can score 97 or less with your answer, you are through. You are home and dry.
Well, I think I know 3 up there already, apart from the chorizo. But I'm going to play a little bit safe here and pick the train driver sausage, the Savoy.
The Savoy?
Yes.
The sausage of train drivers. OK, Savoy. There is your red line. If you're below that red line, you are through to the next round. Savoy, is it right? And if it is, how many people said it? Well done, you're through. Very good. Only 5 points for the Savoy, taking your total up to 7. So Savoy, only 5 points.
Yeah, very, very low score. The train driver sausage, as you say, it got its name. It gets its name from the French cervelas, which is because they used to make it with brains. It used to contain brains, the Savoy.
Now then, Nicola, normally I'd say you can talk us through the board, but there is more than an even chance that we might have a tie here. So don't talk us through the board. I'd like you just to pick a sausage. Have you got your eye on one?
I have. I don't know how to pronounce it, but it's Habaneri. Is that right?
Habaneri. Do you know, I have no idea
Habaneri.
either. Now you ask. OK, well, you are the joint highest scorers, so there's no red line for you. Let us see if Abineri... I mean, it's great if Abineri is a pointless answer. It'll add 250 quid to the jackpot, and there'll be an exciting tie. Always like a tie. Abineri, how many people said it? Is it right? Oh no, bad luck, Nicola. Oh, unfortunately, Abineri is not a sausage, which means I'm afraid you score the maximum of 100 points again, taking your total up to an impressive 200 points. Richard.
Yeah, sorry, Nicola, you had to go for an obscure one, so it's worth doing. Daniel Abineri was an actor who played Frank N. Furter in the British tour of the Rocky Horror Picture Show, I'm afraid. There was a pointless answer up there, though, that would have got you a tie, and that is saucisson, which is not only the French word for sausage, but actually a dry French sausage itself. That was the answer that would have tied it for you. Well done if you said saucisson at home. Let's fill in the rest of the board, though. Cumberland sausage, of course, but would have been a fairly high scorer, would have got you 46 points. And Longanitsa would have scored you 1 point. So again, a very good answer. Well done if you got that.
Thanks very much, Richard. So at the end of round one, the losing pair with the highest score, it is Dean and Nicola. I'm so sorry. You've gone out in a blaze of glory, though. It's the only way to do it. We will see you again next time. We'll look forward to that very much. Meanwhile, thanks very much for playing. Lovely contestants. Thank you. OK, and our question concerns Premier League football team nicknames by definition. Richard.
On each board, we're going to define 7 words, which also happen to be the nicknames of Premier League teams in the 2017-2018 season. We just need you to tell us the words, please. You don't even need to know who the football teams are. So there's going to be 14 in all to have a crack at home. Good luck.
Thank you very much indeed. Let's reveal our first board of 7 clues. And here they are. Large, fairly docile wasps that usually nest in hollow trees. Large birds of prey with massive hooked bills and broad wings, known for their keen sight and soaring flight. Red wines from Bordeaux or wines of a similar character made elsewhere. Devices with small spikes or spiked wheels that are worn on a rider's heel and used for urging a horse forward. People acknowledged as holy or virtuous and regarded in Christian faith as being in heaven after death. The melancholic music of black American folk origin, typically in a 12-bar sequence, and people who make ceramic ware. OK, I'll read those again. Large, fairly docile wasps that usually nest in hollow trees. Large birds of prey with massive hooked bills and broad wings, known for their keen sight and soaring flight. Red wines from Bordeaux, or wines of a similar character made elsewhere. Devices with small spikes or spiked wheels that are worn on a rider's heel and used for urging a horse forward. People acknowledged as holy or virtuous and regarded in Christian faith as being in heaven after death. The melancholic music of black American folk origin, typically in a 12-bar sequence. And people who make ceramic ware. Jane, welcome. Good to have you here from Wakefield.
Yes.
And what do you do, Jane?
I'm a veterinary nurse.
That's interesting. How long have you been a veterinary nurse?
It'll be 30 years this year.
No, I'm hearing you're not originally from Wakefield, are you?
No. I had some time growing up in Canada, in Vancouver.
Right. OK. When did you come back over here?
In the 80s.
In the 80s. OK. Very good. Jane, our board of definitions here. What is leaping out at you from that?
I really should know the wine one, but no, that's gone, definitely. Melancholic music of black American folk origin, I think, is gospel.
Gospel, says Jane. OK, let's see how many of our 100 people went for gospel. Is it right? Oh, bad luck, Jane. I'm afraid not gospel. Not gospel.
Yeah, sorry, not the nickname of any Premier League football team, I'm afraid. I mean, a lot of fans do pray a lot, but...
It'd be a great name.
The Gospels?
No, just the Gospel.
Oh, yeah,
if they were in Gosport, let's say.
Just have that as the team
like
name.
It. Yeah.
Something to think about.
Something to think about. And then probably reject.
Yeah.
Shona.
Hello.
Welcome to Pointers. Great to have you here. From Selkirk.
Yes.
And what do you do, Shona?
I'm a community mental health nurse.
Very good indeed. And how wide is the community within which you work? Just within Selkirk, or is it
within the Scottish borders, so it's rural. And I work with kids under the age 18.
Very good indeed. Now, what are your interests, Shona?
Bake a lot. I get set challenges from my sister-in-law to bake various cakes.
So, what's the hardest challenge she's thrown at you?
Most recent one involved courgettes, pistachios, and lemons.
Courgettes?
Aye, it was actually nice.
In a cake?
Aye.
I love the fact that you're saying, oh no, she sets me these challenges. Your sister-in-law's just going, I just want a cake. She's going, oh yeah, I know what it is. I'll set you I bet you can't do this, but you can't make me this.
OK, now, Shona, it's as yet untroubled board.
So I think I know a couple of them. And I don't embarrass myself. However, I think I'm going to go for the same one. I'm going to go for the melancholic music of Black American folk origin and say blues.
Blues, says Shona. Jane's thinking, oh yes, that's right. 12-bar gospel. Let's see if it's right. Let's see how many of our 100 people said blues. It's right. It's right. Down it goes. Not bad. 29 for blues.
Yeah, that's the nickname of Chelsea, who are a small team in the borough of Fulham.
Thank you very much indeed, Richard. Vanessa, welcome back.
Thank you.
Remind us all about yourself, Vanessa.
I'm a complimentary therapist.
That is right. We discovered all kinds of different things you did last time. Reiki.
Yes.
Now, tell me, Reiki, is that where you put your hand on someone's
On various
head?
different parts of their body, actually.
I see.
Yeah.
OK.
Yeah.
Have you ever fallen asleep?
Myself, no.
No. Do you feel the energy keeping you going?
Yeah, yeah. The clients do fall asleep.
Yeah, I bet they do. I've had Reiki done to me, and I slept through the whole thing, I think. I assumed, because I had my eyes closed, I assumed that the practitioner was due to be, or maybe they were just reading their book. And then when they saw me stirring, came back again. I don't know. Anyway, now, Vanessa, what would you like to go for?
I feel like I know quite a few, and I did do a degree in ceramic ware, so I know that one, but I think that one will be quite high.
OK.
I'm going to go with the devices with small spikes and go Spurs.
Spurs, says Vanessa, getting a vigorous nod from Wendy. Let's see how many of our 100 people said...
Please see what the score is.
How many people said Spurs? Well, 100's the high score. 66 for Spurs.
Yeah, the nickname of Tottenham Hotspur. I don't think we think enough about what a weird name Tottenham Hotspur is. It's literally named after the Shakespearean character.
Yeah. Thank you very much indeed, Richard. Now, then, Gemma L., our second Gemma. Welcome back, Gemma. Great to have you with us again. Remind us what you do.
I work on board for a train company doing their catering.
Doing the catering. How many times a week do you do the journey down? Because you were saying it's from Glasgow down to London.
Glasgow down to London, or we can go halfway and we'll maybe go to Preston, which is a half day rather than going the whole way. But we do probably London 3-4 times in a week.
Wow. What are your interests when you get off board?
We do a lot of travelling about, and we like to go about the UK and we go to different restaurants. We like to travel and try different Michelin star restaurants.
Very good. Do you have a favourite restaurant in the UK at the moment?
There's a few. There's a lot of nice restaurants in Glasgow, so we do a lot of eating, especially in Glasgow.
Very nice. Now, Gemma, this board is all yours. Do you want to talk us through it and fill in all the blanks?
I think the first one is Hornets. The next one, I'm not sure, possibly Eagles, but I can't think of a football team with Eagles. Red wines, I take it, is Claret. Not sure of the Faith one, and I'm assuming the bottom one is Potters. I will go for the red wines one and say Claret.
Claret.
Yes.
The Clarets. That's what Gemma's going for. Let's see how many of our 100 people agree with Gemma. Claret. Absolutely right. 100 is the high score, 29 is the low. You passed 100 immediately, and you passed 29. Look at that, Gemma. Well done indeed. 23 for the Clarets.
Well played, Gemma. It's actually the best answer on the board. That's so very nicely played. Yeah, the nickname of Burnley. The docile wasp, they are hornets. It's Watford's nickname. Would have scored you 42. The large birds of prey are eagles, and thank you for saying you couldn't think of a team. So it's Crystal Palace, my brother's team. I would have scored you 51. Now, this is easier than you think, the holy or virtuous one.
Saints.
Saints, yeah. Southampton's nickname. Would have scored you 35, and everyone avoided the bottom one. It is the biggest scorer. Potters, Stoke City. That would have scored you 76.
Thank you very much indeed, Richard. Well, we're halfway through our first round. Let's look at those scores. 23, Gemma, well done you. Best score of the pass. 29 is where we find Shona and Andrew. 66, Vanessa and Wendy. Oh, Jane and Gemma, I'm sorry, that's a high score there of 100. Who knows what will happen on the next board, but Gemma, let's have a low score from you, just to try and keep things nice and even. We're going to come back down the line now. Can the second players please step up to the podium? OK, let's put 7 more clues to the nicknames of Premier League football teams up on the board, and here they are. The colours at the end of the spectrum next to oranges and opposite violets. Artillery soldiers in the British Army, used especially as an official term for a private. Legally recognised subjects or nationals of a state or commonwealth, either native or naturalised. Firm or hard sweets that are made by boiling together sugar and butter and soften when sucked or chewed. Carnivorous mammals of the dog family, with pointed muzzles and bushy tails, proverbially known for their cunning. Tools with heavy metal heads mounted at right angles at the end of a handle, used for jobs such as driving in nails. And large water birds with long flexible necks, short legs, webbed feet, broad bills and typically all white plumage. I'll read those all again. The colours at the end of the spectrum, next to oranges and opposite violets. Artillery soldiers in the British Army, used especially as an official term for a private. Legally recognised subjects or nationals of a state or commonwealth, either native or naturalised. Firm or hard sweets that are made by boiling together sugar and butter and soften when sucked or chewed. Carnivorous mammals of the dog family, with pointed muzzles and bushy tails, proverbially known for their cunning. Tools with heavy metal heads, mounted at right angles at the end of a handle, used for jobs such as driving in nails. And large water birds with long flexible necks, short legs, webbed feet, broad bills and typically all white plumage. Kenny, welcome back to Pointless. Great to have you with us again. Remind us what you do.
Yes, I'm a station dispatcher at Milton Keynes.
See, that's fun. That is fun. How long have you been doing the actual dispatching?
Just over a year now.
What were you doing before that?
The same job as Gemma.
Oh, I see. I see. So a bit more stationary in every in every sense. Now then, Kenny, there you are on 23. Fabulous low score from Gemma. 76 or less keeps you in the game, so I hope that shouldn't be too much of a stretch for you. But let's see if you can get a nice low score like Gemma's.
Quash between two answers. I want to go for artillery soldiers in the British Army. Used especially as an artificial term for a private toon.
Toon, says Kenny. OK, here's your red line. Is toon right? Would you get below that with toon? Let's find out. No. I see where you're going with that, but yeah, that definition's troublesome. But 100 points is what that scores you. Takes your total up to 123. You've opened the door, a niche there for Gemma.
Yeah, sorry, Kenny, I'll give all the correct answers at the end of the pass.
Thanks very much indeed. Now then, Wendy, welcome back to Pointless. Great to have you with us. Remind us about yourself, Wendy.
I'm retired and I like knitting and reading.
We discussed last time some of the...
Before I... well, I think my line dancing probably is an explanation why I've done my knee in, so...
I see. How long have you been line dancing for?
I did it for a few years, but not for the last 6.
Was it quite vigorous, your line
yes,
dancing,
it could
Wendy?
Be.
I see,
Quite
I see. Now then, Wendy, there you are. On 66, if you can score 56 or less, you're through to the next round.
I know several, fortunately, but whether they're going to be low, I don't know. Which one to choose? I'm going to go with the hammer. You know, the large metal object for hammering in nails. Sorry, hammers.
Hammers. OK, we're going to go for the hammers.
Yes.
Let's see. Here is your red line. If you get below that with hammers, you are through to the next round. Let's see how many of our 100 people said it. 68. 68 for hammers. Takes your total up to 134. Ooh, it's exciting.
Yeah, and they say that that nickname doesn't actually come, it's a West Ham's nickname, but it doesn't come from the ham in that name. It comes from the fact that the Thames Ironworks team. So it came from the hammers in the ironworks.
That's interesting.
Yeah, I suspect a bit of both was going on. So it's a clever name. It's a clever pun, but that's the official explanation.
Thank you very much indeed. Now, Andrew.
Hey.
Welcome to Pointless. Good to have you here. What do you do, Andrew?
I'm an office administrator.
What kind of office do you administer?
It's a dispatch place, so really order in stock and make sure we've got enough stock in to send everything out.
Very good indeed. What are your interests, Andrew?
Big sports fan, so like football, the NFL, so that's most of my hobbies.
Very good indeed. So this is working very nicely.
Well, hopefully.
I've got great news. Listen, thanks to Shona's brilliant answer in the first pass, you're actually through to the next round, whatever you score.
Great.
So that's good. But let's get a nice low score from you, Andrew. What are you going to go for?
Well, I think the middle one, the firmer hard sweets, should be Everton, and that's the toffees.
The toffees, says Andrew. Let's see how many of our 100 people said it. No red line for you. You're already through. It's absolutely right. 50. Taking your total up to 79.
And quite right, it's the Everton nickname. Supposedly, again, that comes from a shop that used to sell toffee mints on the way to the ground.
Oh, that's nice. Thank you very much indeed. Now then, Gemma.
Hi.
This is exciting. Welcome to Pointless.
Thank you.
What do you do, Gemma?
At the moment, I'm working in a supermarket near where I live, so it's
I
exciting.
see. Are you behind the scenes in the supermarket, or are you very much in front of the scenes?
Very much in front, mostly,
Very
yeah.
much in front. And what are your interests, Gemma?
So I like to do Pilates, I like to volunteer. I've done some sewing recently. I've just made a jacket out of bags, so
Very
yeah.
good.
It's actually,
Very good.
I love it.
Yeah. OK, so, Gemma, there you are on 100. You have to score 33 or less. 33 or less. Do you want to talk us through this board?
I don't know if I know the first three. I was going to go for toffees. I think the mammals one might be foxes, but I think I'm going to go for the bottom one, which is pelicans.
You're going to go for pelicans.
I think so, but I don't know.
OK, here is your red line. Can you get below that red line with pelicans? Let's find out. Is it right? Oh, bad luck. Bad luck on podium one. I'm afraid that's an incorrect answer. Scores you 100 points, takes your total up to 200.
Yes, not pelicans, I'm afraid. You'll have a better idea if I tell you it's the nickname of Swansea City. Swans is the answer there. It wouldn't have seen you through, actually. It's 42 points for that. The carnivorous mammals that you were right about also wouldn't have seen you through. That is foxes. That would have scored you 55, but all three of those top answers would have seen you into the second round if you'd had a guess at any of them. So literally, what's the colour next to orange on the rainbow?
Red.
Yeah, it's Reds.
Oh, yeah, Reds.
Liverpool nickname would have scored 26. This next one, Toon, I could understand what you're going for, Toon Army and Platoon, but this is much simpler than that.
Gunners.
Gunners, yeah. Artillery soldiers would have scored 33, and this is one of the nicknames of this team, so it's the lowest scorer. And well done if you got it's one of the nicknames of Man City, and it's Citizens.
Is it?
Yeah, and that would have scored 11 points. Well done if you said that.
There we are. It's not up there with the gospel.
No, you're quite right.
Come on, the gospel. Hey.
And their entire midfield always has to be Matthew, Mark, Luke and John.
Thank you very much indeed. So at the end of our first round, we have to say goodbye to one of our pairs. Oh, Gemma and Jane, I'm afraid it's you. I'm sorry, that round didn't serve you well, did it? We will promise something better, something more palatable for you next time. But meantime, thank you very much for playing Gemma and Jane.
Thank you.
OK, and the question concerns songs that have been banned by the BBC. Well, that's very subversive of us.
Yeah, isn't it
Yeah.
just? And for different reasons, of course. But we're going to show you 7 on each board, songs that have at some point been banned or censored by the BBC. We'll show you the year they first charted as well. But who had top 40 hits with these songs, please? 7 on the first board, 7 on the second board, 14 in all to have a go at home. But yeah, I mean, I presume it's going to be very contentious.
I hope so. OK, let's have a look. Let's open Pandora's box, as it were, and see what we've got here. God Save the Queen, 1977. French Kiss, 1989. Space Oddity, 1969. Leader of the Pack, 1965. Walk Like an Egyptian, 1986. Lola, 1970. And Love to Love You, Baby, 1976. I'll read those all again. God Save the Queen, French Kiss, Space Oddity, Leader of the Pack, Walk Like an Egyptian, Lola, and Love to Love You, Baby. There we are. Who had hits with these banned songs? Russell, welcome back.
Hello.
That is a very strong look. I'm right in thinking there's a vintage look there, isn't there?
Yeah, it's repro. It's not actual vintage, but it's based on a 1940s pattern.
Do you know, I think you and Sarah kind of need the French Riviera behind you.
Oh, if only.
Do you not think?
Maybe if we win £1,000, £5,250, we might go there.
That would do it. Absolutely. Tell us all about yourself again, Russell.
So I'm a London tour guide, blue badge guide, show people around the town. And when I'm not doing that, I like to dance, do swing dancing, Balboa and Lindy Hop. Also do ballroom and Latin dancing, compete in that, in the same-sex competitions.
You're quite good at it. I think you probably are.
When you start competing, you are competing against people who are equally good, and in most cases, better. So you think you're kind of OK, but then you realise that you're not that good.
I think the answer to the question is a yes.
OK, Russell, what are you going to go for here?
OK, know some of them. I think I'm going to go for the bottom one and Donna Summer.
OK, Donna Summer for Love to Love You, Baby. Let's see how many of our 100 people got Donna Summer. It is Donna Summer. There we are, 24. Well done, Ross. That's a great start to the round. 24 for Donna Summer.
Yeah, and that was banned because of it. It was sexually suggestive, and also Donna Summer's surname was offensive to people who had hay fever.
And Donna offensive to vegetarians.
There you go. So there's an awful lot going on there, wasn't there?
Thank you very much indeed, Richard. Jan.
Hello.
Welcome, welcome. I love these autumnal colours here at this end of the line. Tell us all about yourself, Jan.
So I'm a marketing manager from Northampton. I've got 2 cats. It's not as sad as it sounds. I like to go out walking, sort of up mountains. I've been to Iceland, Cambodia, you know, music, that sort of stuff.
A broad curriculum. That's very, very impressive. Lots of lovely things there.
Yeah, I mean, it's sort of for charity, so I like to test myself by going far-flung places and doing stupid things.
Good. Jan, how do you like our board here of banned songs?
Not that much. So I know a couple, but I'm going to go for one that I used to sing quite a lot when I was younger, much to the annoyance of my family, and that would be Walk Like an Egyptian in the Bangles.
The Bangles, says Jan, for Walk Like an Egyptian. Let's see how many of our 100 people said that. $60 for the Bangles. Not bad.
Yeah, that was banned. That was one of 67 songs that the BBC said they wouldn't play during the first Gulf War. Which goes to show quite how hard it is to run the BBC at any given time.
Yeah.
You're desperately thinking, is this going to offend someone? Or perhaps let's just not play it.
Thank you very much indeed. Eddie, welcome back.
Hello, thank you.
It was round 1 we had to say goodbye to you last time, but you were good. I don't know why I say that, but you struck me as good.
Jared was good, I was awful. I was terrible.
That's exactly right. Yeah, Jared, you were good. You were good. Eddie, remind us all about yourself.
I'm a civil servant. I work in an office back home. Just boring old office job.
You work in an office?
Whoa.
Yeah.
What the? And when you're not?
A wee bit more exciting. I like the blacksmith and blacksmither.
That's fun. Blacksmither. Talk us through some of the things you've made as a blacksmith.
It started off just making pokers for the fire. They're fairly basic.
Everyone needs a poker.
Just a stick. Mostly nowadays I make knives, kitchen knives mostly.
That's interesting. So what do you have to use a special kind of steel, so tempered steel for that?
Yeah, it needs to be hardenable. You need to be able to make it hard so it can hold an edge.
Yeah. And you've got a big stone thing that you sharpened it on.
No, but it's a bit more fancy. It's a belt, like a sander belt. Yeah.
Like a stroppy. Yeah, very good. This just gets more and more exciting.
Yeah.
Don't be surprised if I take up blacksmithing one of these days. I think it's very exciting. Eddie, what are you going to go for?
Yeah, I know a couple of them. I think Lola was by the Kinks.
The Kinks, says Eddie, for Lola. Let's see how many of our 100 people said the Kinks. It is the Kinks. 60 the high score, 24 the low. You passed the high score. 34.
Now that song was banned because it had the word Coca-Cola in its lyrics, and you're not allowed to have a commercial reference in lyrics. Ray Davies from the Kinks had to fly back from the US to re-record it. That's Cherry Cola is the version you hear on the radio. He had to fly back from a US tour to re-record it.
Wow. Thank you, Richard. Now then, Zena. I think you're our first ever Zena on the show. I think that's right. I'm going to stick my neck out and say that.
No, we've had Zenas before.
Oh, have we?
Yeah, you're like our 7th.
Oh.
Not really. But I couldn't swear that's our first Zena. We must have had a Zena.
Do you think? Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe. Zena, tell us all about yourself.
Yeah, I'm a civil servant, and when I'm not at work, I love to do volunteering outside of work. So I help out at a local arts centre in Cockermouth as a duty manager, voluntary. And I also love going for walks. Cockermouth's really near to both the coast and the beautiful Lake District, of course.
Absolutely, yeah.
I like to take Jackie's 3 dogs out for walks.
Good dog, auntie.
Yeah.
Very nice. Are they all quite well behaved, the dogs?
Some better than others, yeah. Okay. I wouldn't name and shame, obviously.
No, fair enough, fair enough. Zena, this board's all yours. Do you want to talk us through it and fill in the blanks?
Yeah, God Save the Queen is the Sex Pistols. French Kiss is Lil Louis. Space Oddity is David Bowie or Ziggy Stardust, it might be under. Leader of the Pack, I think, is the Shirelles. I'm going to go for French Kiss, Lil Louis.
Lil Louis, says Zena. Oh, Russell, you're nodding away at that. Let's see if it scored less than even your score of 24. But let's find Lil Louis. How many of our 100 people said that for French Kiss? Is right. 60 the high score, currently 24 the low score, and there's a new low score. Down goes to 8. Very well done indeed. Good work, Zena. 8 for Lil Louis.
Well played, Zena. Banned for the same reason as the Donna Summer song, Lil Louis. It's a lot of heavy breathing and such like. A lot of mentions of cockamouth in that song. Yeah. So they just felt better safe than sorry, I think they thought.
Fair enough.
You took us to the board nicely there. God Save the Queen, you're quite right, was the Sex Pistols. 53 points for that. Now, Space Oddity was David Bowie. Would have scored you 70 points, and they wouldn't play it until the Apollo 11 mission had arrived back safely. Essentially, they thought it wasn't right to play it until they were safely back home. And leader of the pack, which was considered too morbid and also to encourage gang violence, and that was the Shangri-Las, and that would have scored 22. So, Zena, Lil Louis, best answer on the board. Well played.
Thank you very much indeed. OK, well, we're halfway through the round. Let's have a look at those scores. 8, the best score of the past, Zena. Very well done to you. Then we travel up to 24, where we find Russell and Sarah. 34, where we find Eddie and Gerard. And then up to 60, Jan and Ian. So, Ian, there's going to be a banned song on that next board that I hope you know that's really obscure, that's going to keep you in the game. So good luck finding that. We're going to come back down the line now. Will the second players please step up to the podium? Whoops. You're right there, Russell.
Not really.
Do you want to take a load off?
It's very tight here.
I know it is. It is.
I mean, what a ballroom dancer this guy is.
I did it very elegantly.
It was beautifully done. That was a kind of Lindy Hop move there, I think. OK, we're going to put 7 more banned songs up on the board, and here they are. Everybody Wants to Rule the World, 1985. When the Going Gets Tough, the Tough Get Going, 1986. Relax, 1984. Monster Mash, 1973. In the Air Tonight, 1981. Come Together, 1969. And My Generation, 1965. I'll read those all again. Everybody Wants to Rule the World. When the Going Gets Tough, the Tough Get Going. Relax, Monster Mash, In the Air Tonight, Come Together, and My Generation. There we are. Jackie, welcome. Welcome. Why don't you walk your 3 dogs?
I actually had both my hips replaced, so
God,
I actually
sorry.
had to.
Oh, I'm so
I had
sorry.
to call in somehow.
Wow, that's... Listen.
It's just, it was a little glitch. I am back to walking them myself.
OK,
but
God.
Having 3 is actually like having...
Do you know what,
It's like
Xander?
having 3 toddlers at home.
Shame on you.
I'm mortified. I am... Oh, God, I'm such a pro.
That's why I set off the security scanner on the way in.
Oh, excellent. Jackie, tell us all about yourself.
I'm a freelance consultant. I'm currently doing a lot of work with a local company that delivers hostile environment training and trauma first aid training to either journalists or humanitarian aid workers, either in UK or overseas.
I mean, does that training sort of take place in the Lake District up there, or all over the place?
I'm trying to persuade them that they actually need to start doing some training in the Lake District.
I think it'd be a great place, wouldn't it? Where do they otherwise do it? Some Brecon Beacons?
Yes, a lot of it's down south, or we actually do a lot of training overseas as well for
Right.
different individuals in different countries.
Very good indeed, Jackie. Now, you're on 8, an amazing low score from Zena in the first pass. 51 or less gets you into the next round. What are you going to go for?
I am going to go for the bottom one, My Generation, as The Who.
The Who, says Jackie. Here is your red line. Nice and high, actually, considering where we are in the game. Let's see how many of our 100 people went for The Who. It's right. Good. Oh, that's good enough. 53. I think you've done enough to get yourselves into the next round. 61 is your total.
Yeah, well played, Jackie. Now, that was banned because he stutters in the lyrics, and they thought it would be offensive to people with a stutter.
Ah, really?
And again, that's something if that's the sort of decision that was made today, everyone would call us snowflakes and this, that, or the other. But, we've always been sensitive to all sorts of things.
Yeah. Thank you very much indeed. Richard. Now then, Gerard. Welcome back.
Thank you.
And look at that. Nice low score from Eddie in the first pass. There's a turn.
The pressure's on.
Gerard, remind us all about yourself.
So I'm a pharmacy technician, and when I'm not in the hospital, I would then play bass in a band. We're in Belfast.
Very good. How big's the band? How many pieces?
Tiny. It's like a couple of mates from teenagers, like sort of heavy metal, so yeah.
That's good. Do you play your own stuff, or do you play covers?
A bit of both.
But unfortunately, we're all a bit older now. There's kids, wives, and time to, yeah.
Where do you
on
rehearse?
hiatus at the moment, yeah.
Where do you rehearse?
Sort of like a sound studio, not far from us.
Okay, well, that's quite nice. You know, so you're not in someone's garage. You haven't got,
We're still going to make it.
You haven't got neighbours. You are going to make it. Listen, there we are. Okay, now, Gerard, there you are. You're on 34. If you can score 26 or less, you're in.
Okay, there's a few I know, but I'm going to go for the top one. Everyone wants to rule the world. Tears for Fears.
Tears for Fears, says Gerard, for Everyone Wants to Rule the World. There is your red line. How far down the column do we get with Tears for Fears? It's right. Well, 37. Takes your total up to 71.
That was bad because they thought it was offensive to people who didn't want to rule the world.
There are a couple, aren't there, out there somewhere?
Yeah, exactly. No, that was another one banned during the first Gulf War. That seems a bit tangential to me.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Anyway, there it is. It was banned.
There we are. Thank you very much indeed, Richard. So, we come to you, Ian. Welcome.
Thank you.
Tell us all about yourself, Ian.
Retired computer consultant. Spend the first part of the day walking my 2 collie dogs. The rest of the day trying to avoid my wife giving me tasks to do.
I mean, what sort of tasks can these be?
Oh, they can be anything.
A hoovering job?
Trim a tree in the garden. I rarely hoover. I'm not very good at it.
I don't
it could be anything. Paint.
Paint?
Yeah, just do something.
What would you like to do if, when all the chores are done, Ian? What do you like to do?
Quite happy just going out walking the dogs.
Again?
Again, yeah.
Okay. Do they just get one walk a day?
No, they sometimes get 2. Depends on how.
Depends how many jobs there are.
They're getting older than me and got more arthritis than me, so I've got to be careful with them, you know.
Okay, fair enough.
But we do stop halfway around for me to get a coffee at the cafe.
That's nice. That's nice. Ian, you're on 60.
Yeah.
We are looking for a score of 10 or less.
Yeah, I know.
Good luck. What are you going to go for?
I know a few of them. The one that I think might be lowest, I'll probably be totally wrong, is Come Together. John Lennon, Yoko Ono.
John Lennon and Yoko Ono for Come Together, says Ian. Here is your red line. Can you get below this red line with John Lennon and Yoko Ono? Is it right? Oh. I'm sorry, Ian. I'm sorry. That scores you 100 points. Takes your total up to 160.
It's okay. It saves her embarrassment.
Yeah, sorry, Ian. I'll give all the correct answers at the end of the pass. And since you're not busy, there is actually some hoovering we need doing just at the...
Is that a good hoover?
It's a branded name, yeah.
Okay, right.
Thank you very much indeed. Now, Sarah, welcome back. Lovely to have you with us once again. Remind us all about yourself, Sarah.
I'm a university administrator at the University of Greenwich. When I am not there, Russell and I dress up, hang out with dandies, eccentrics, reenactors, and get up to mischief.
Just unpack that a little bit more. So you dress up, and what do? You go and...
We promenade around town.
So there's a gang of you that dress in beautiful...
Well, it's that kind of thing of, you know, you're sitting on the train, you see somebody in a nice hat, and you go, nice hat. And then you have that connection. So you get chatting, and you find out about them. Find out what they get up to.
And they say, do you fancy hanging out?
And you go, yeah, all right.
And what sort of mischief do you get up to? Is it murder mysteries? I don't know.
We have our own version of the Olympic Games called the Chap Olympics, where we kind of change the rules a little. So it's not about winning. It's about the best way to compete in a gentlemanlike way. So we have cucumber sandwich discus. We have hop, skip, and a G&T. And our most well-known one is umbrella jousting. And, you haven't done anything if you haven't umbrella jousted.
I have to say, I'm totally baffled by that, but I love it. I absolutely love it. Anyway, listen, good news, you're through to the next round. Doesn't matter what you score, but I have a feeling you've got a good score. Do you want to talk us through that board and fill in the blanks?
Well, Relax is Frankie Goes to Hollywood. In the Air Tonight, I think, is Phil Collins. Come Together, I'm guessing, is the Beatles. Monster Mash is one of those things that I should know, but I don't. I'm going to go with When the Going Gets Tough, the Tough Get Going, and hope it's Billy Ocean.
Billy Ocean, says Sarah. No red line, you're already through. How many people said Billy Ocean? It's a good answer, 27. Takes your total up to 51.
Well played, Sarah. Lovely way to end the round. Again, that's banned for the Gulf War.
Really? I think so. Who was in the committee for that? I think they were a little bit jumpy.
Another song that was banned was "In the Air Tonight," which you can sort of,
I suppose,
see maybe with some sort of
Scud missiles.
I suppose.
I guess.
And that was Phil Collins, of course. 59 points. Now, Come Together, it is not John and Yoko. It's simpler than that. It was the Beatles. Yeah. 38. That was banned because, again, it mentioned Coca-Cola. Relax was banned for the obvious reasons. That would have scored you 69 points. I mean, I pass no comment at all there. We don't want to get taken off air. Now, everyone remembers Monster Mash. You know the song. It was by Bobby Boris Pickett. And it's the best answer on the board, 9 points. Have you said that?
Why was that banned?
Too morbid.
All right, OK,
Yeah.
fair enough.
Listen, different times.
Different times. Thank you very much indeed, Richard. Well, we are at the end of our first round. We have to say goodbye to one of our pairs. Ian and Jan, we say goodbye to you. You'll be back. You'll be back, and you'll be brilliant next time. I know that. But meantime, thank you very much. It's been lovely having you here. Briefly, but lovely. Ian and Jan. We gave 100 people 100 seconds to name as many countries that start with the same letter as their capital city. Richard.
Yeah, this one is going to take some thinking time from everybody, please. We're looking for any country of the world that starts with the same letter as the capital city of that country. As always, by country, we mean a sovereign state that's a member of the UN in its own right.
Thank you, Richard. Now, Mike.
OK, have a little think of that. I think I'll go for Sweden and Stockholm.
Sweden. Good. Sweden. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Sweden. 25.
I mean, that is some pretty quick thinking, I would say, on podium one. Very well done. If I were one of the parents at your school, I would be thinking my kids are absolutely going to thrive in this institution. With a head teacher with that sort of speed of thought and geographical knowledge and calmness under pressure, which is what you're looking for in a head teacher.
Yeah, definitely.
I would say.
Definitely. If I were a sports teacher at that school, I'd be thinking, that's what I'm up against.
Yeah, I will say his first name, but that's all I'm going to say, OK? His first name is, and tell me if I'm right, because I think his first name is Mr.
Uncanny.
Thank you.
There we are. He's very good at that. Isabel.
I really don't know how to play this round because I don't
I'm going to say, well.
Yeah. I don't think Tom's very good at this.
You think he hasn't got many more in him?
I think I'm just gonna play it safe and say Belgium, Brussels.
Belgium. Belgium. OK, let's see how many of our 100 people said Belgium. It's right. 30.
Yeah, it's home to the only sourdough library in the world, the Centre for Bread Flavour. It has 84 different strains of sourdough.
Just culture, strains of sourdough culture. Wow.
That'd be worth a visit.
That's great. I'm glad somewhere has.
And also, if it catches fire, toast. So that's nice.
Nice. Thank you very much indeed. OK, now, Michael.
I will go with Andorra la Velle.
Andorra, says Michael. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Andorra. Down it goes. Look at that. This is more like it. Well done, Michael. That scores you 8.
And I would say that's the answer of a very, very impressive travel consultant as well. Well done, yeah. Andorra la Vella is the capital of Andorra.
Thank you very much indeed. We're halfway through the round. Let's have a look at those scores. 8, the best score of the past. Well done. Michael and Scott, superb. 25 is where we find Mike and Bob. 30 is where we find Isabel and Tom. Tom, I hope you outrank your billing. That's all I can say. We want a nice low score from you. Good luck with that. We're going to come back down the line with the second players. Please step up to the podium. Scott, remember, we're looking for any country whose name starts with the same letter as its capital city.
I was going to say Mexico. Mexico City.
Mexico, says Scott. OK, here is your red line. Let's see how far down the column we get with Mexico. It's right. Not bad. 29. 37 is your total.
Yeah, and clever answer as well. It's a huge city, but it's in one of the seismically most active places on Earth. The fault lines, there are all sorts of volcanoes, earthquakes, sort of centre on Mexico City, or the area around it.
Thank you very much, Richard. Tom, now, look, you're on 30. We need a score of 6 or less from you.
It's unlikely. The only thing I can think of, and I'm not even sure if it's factually correct, Brazil and Brasilia?
Brazil and Brasilia. It's got the biggest murmur of the round, so let's see. Here's your red line. How many of our 100 people said Brazil? That's right. There we are. 37 takes your total up to 67.
Yeah, again, Mexico City, Brazil, Brasilia. Although a lot of people don't realise that Brasilia is the capital of Brazil.
No, they don't.
Because there's other big cities in Brazil which are not the capital.
Yeah. Thank you very much. Now, Bob, you're on 25. We need a score of 41 or less from you.
Right. Luxembourg. Luxembourg City.
Luxembourg. OK, here is your red line. Let's see what happens when we say Luxembourg. Luxembourg is right. Through you go, Bob. Down you go to 25. Very well done. Exactly the same lovely low score as Mike takes your total up to 50.
Yeah, very well played. Well played, everyone there. No 100-pointers at all. Very impressive stuff. Now, there's 4 pointless answers. Very well done if you said any of these. You have got the Marshall Islands, capital of that is Majuro. Mozambique, capital there is Maputo. Sao Tome and Principe, Sao Tome is the capital there. And one of the capitals of Sri Lanka is Sri Jayawardenepura Kota. So very well done if you said that. But the top 3, we've seen a couple of these already. Mexico, 29. Belgium, 30. And right at the top, Brazil, 37. So we saw all 3 top answers. We, in fact, saw the top 5 answers because Luxembourg and Sweden both scored 25 and they were tied 4th.
Thank you very much, Richard. So we find ourselves at the end of the second round. We have to say goodbye to one of our pairs, Tom and Isabel. Nothing wrong with either of your answers in this round. You just happen to be the high scorers. So we say goodbye for now, but we'll see you again next time. Look forward to that very much. Meantime, thanks so much, Tom and Isabel. We gave 100 people 100 seconds to name as many words ending in OPE as they could. Richard.
Yeah, we're looking for any word that occurs in the Oxford English Dictionary online edition that ends with the letters OPE. As always, no hyphenated words will be allowed, no proper nouns, people's names, names of places. But there are over 350 words ending OPE in the English language. See if you can get all of those at home.
Good luck with that. Thanks very much, Richard. Now then, Fred and Mark, you all drew lots before the show, and this afternoon you get to go first. So then, Fred.
There are several that are quite obvious, but I'm going to take a chance on kaleidoscope.
Kaleidoscope, very good. Tactic being go for a very long word and hope people didn't think about that. Very good. Kaleidoscope. Let's see if that's right, and if it is, let's see how many people said kaleidoscope. It's right. That's a spectacular answer, Fred. Lovely low score as well. Richard.
Yeah, well played, Fred. Good start to the show. An instrument with reflecting panels that creates symmetrical patterns and what have you.
So then, Danny. Danny, you haven't had terribly long to think about this, but really. Be glad that people haven't been nicking all your ideas.
Yeah. I haven't had much time, so I can only think of 1 or 2. I'm going to say isotope.
Isotope?
Yeah.
Oh, I have a feeling this might be a low-scoring round. Isotope, you're hoping to score as few points as possible. Let's see how many of our 100 people said isotope. It's correct. Very, very well done, Danny. 6 for isotope. Richard.
Yeah, very well played, Danny. Isotopes, they're variations of chemical elements, isotopes.
OK, so Patrick and John, words ending in O-P-E. Patrick.
The only one I can think of, really, well, there is a few, but I think I'm going to go for stethoscope.
Stethoscope. Very good. You're hoping to score as few points as possible. We've had 2, we've had 6. No one in double figures yet. Let's see how many doctors there were in our 100 people. Stethoscope, you're saying. Let's see if it's right. How many people said it? Oh, very, very well done, Patrick. Only the best score so far. Stethoscope scores you 1. Richard.
Yeah, good answer, Patrick. A very low score, isn't it? Obviously used to listen to internal sounds by doctors. And vets.
And vets, yeah. And safecrackers.
Yeah, safecrackers as well.
Julie, what is the most obscure word ending in O-P-E you can think of?
Well, 2 of them have already gone, so I'm racking my brains. I'm going to go with horoscope.
Horoscope. Well, let's see. Horoscope. As I say, they're all single figures. Let's see if we can keep it that way. Let's see if that's right. If it is, let's see how many people said horoscope. Very well done, Judy. That's a great answer. Brilliant score as well. 2 for horoscope.
Yeah, a plan of the zodiac or an interpretation of it. Very good answers from everybody.
Very well done. Well, we're halfway through the round, so let's take a look at those scores. Patrick and John, brilliant answer there with stethoscope, 1 point. Then up to 2 for horoscope. 2, Fred and Mark with kaleidoscope. And then Danny and Catherine. I mean, who would have thought 6 would have you way out in front? But you are way out in front. OK, we're going to come back down the line. Can the second players please take their places at the podium? OK, we are looking for words ending with the letters O-P-E. Simon.
OK, I've got a couple in mind. One's a little bit dangerous, and I think I'll just hold that back. So I'm going to stick with periscope.
OK, at the end of the round, I am longing to know what your dangerous word
I'll tell you if it doesn't come
was. OK, there's your red line, Simon, right down at the bottom. Below that red line, you are definitely through to the next round. That's correct. Periscope scores 1. Takes your total up to 3. Very well done. You are through to the next round.
Yeah,
Richard.
well played, Simon. The low scores keep coming. Periscope, most commonly used on a submarine, of course. And just to let you know, Julie and Simon, that Periscope would have scored 15 in Scrabble, but Horoscope would have scored 16. So a victory for Julie.
Thanks very much, Richard. So, John, we are looking for words that end in O-P-E. The high scorers are still Catherine and Danny on 6. You're on 1, which means if you can score 4 or less, you are definitely through to the next round.
Well, words is definitely not strong for me. I could play it safe, but I don't think that's going to get me very far. So I'm going to take a punt. I'm going to go with the word what I think exists, because I have heard it, so it must do. Elope.
Elope. OK, elope. You have a red line. There it is, right down at the bottom. Let's see if elope can get you below that red line. Good luck. It's right, but it's a big score there, John. That takes your total up to 36. Richard?
Yeah, that's a proper traditional pointless score, isn't it? 35.
Yeah.
To elope, to run off, often to get married in secret.
So then, Catherine, remember we are looking for words ending in O-P-E. You've been thrown a lifeline there. The high scorers on 36 are now John and Patrick. You are on 6, which means if you can score 29 or less, you are through to the next round. What are you thinking?
Well, I've got a couple of words in my head, but I think one's going to be too much high scoring. The other word I'm a bit unsure of, but I might as well gamble. So I'm going to say interlope.
Interlope. Danny thinks that's a good answer. There is your red line. Below that red line, you're through to the next round. done it. You're through. Very well done indeed. Interlope. 2 points. Richard.
Yeah, very well played, Catherine. To intrude upon improperly. Interlope.
So then, Mark and Fred. Mark, you are on 2. The high scorers are John and Patrick on 36. If you can score 33 or less, you are through to the next round. Have you had lots of answers that other people have said?
Yeah, I was hoping to elope, to be honest.
Right.
Microscope.
OK, so microscope, you are saying there is your red line, Mark. Below that red line, you are through to the next round. Microscope, is it right? How many people said it? You're through to the next round. Well done. 2, the microscope. Very well done. That takes your total up to 4. Microscope.
Yeah, we had a lot of scopes in that round. They all scored very lowly. We had kaleidoscope, microscope, periscope, horoscope, all very low scorers. There's only elope that went up into double figures there. There are huge amounts of pointless answers here. Lots of scopes, in fact. There's conoscope, colonoscope, pedoscope, rhinoscope, seismoscope, scintilloscope, all sorts of scopes. We'll take a look at some of the other answers, though. Allotrope, diamonds and coal are both allotropes of carbon. Dyspope, meaning to get rid of a pope. There's mishope, which is despair. Bridelope, which is the oldest version of the word wedding they can find in the OED, the oldest thing that refers to a wedding. Cardioscope, oscilloscope, obviously both medical instruments. Chemiprosope, which is a type of skull. A conoscope and a philanthrope.
What was your dangerous one, Simon?
It wasn't there, it was endoscope.
Can be pretty dangerous in the wrong hands, certainly.
Yeah, endoscope would have scored 2. Would have gone with all those other scopes. Let's take a look at the biggest answers. These are the ones that most of our 100 said. It wasn't all 1s and 2s. Cope 67, dope 68, and top of them all, hope on 87.
Thanks very much, Richard. So at the end of round 1, the losing pair with the highest score, I'm afraid, is Patrick and John. Well, you did phenomenally well. It's just everyone else did much, much better. I don't know, it seems very harsh to be sending you home on just 36, but there we are, that's what we have to do. You are the high scorers. But thanks very much for playing. Great contestants, we'll see you again next time. Let's reveal our first board of clues of things that include bread. Here they are. We've got thin patty of minced meat served in a bread roll. B, Middle Eastern salad of toasted pitta, mint, lettuce and cucumber. F, typically used to fill poultry made from herbs and breadcrumbs. S, Tuscan bean soup reboiled each day and thickened with bread. R, dish of lettuce, croutons, parmesan and often anchovies served with raw egg dressing. CS, Japanese dish of chicken breast in panko breadcrumbs served in a spicy sauce. CKC, and uncooked English dessert consisting of stewed soft fruits and white bread. SP. I'm going to read those again. Thin patty of minced meat served in a bread roll. Middle Eastern salad of toasted pitta, mint, lettuce and cucumber, typically used to fill poultry made from herbs and breadcrumbs. Tuscan bean soup reboiled each day and thickened with bread. A dish of lettuce, croutons, parmesan and often anchovies served with a raw egg dressing. Japanese dish of chicken breast in panko breadcrumbs served in spicy sauce. And uncooked English dessert consisting of stewed soft fruits and white bread. There we are. Laurie, welcome to Pointless. Lovely to have you here. What do you do, Laurie?
I'm a retired civil servant.
What do you like to do now? What thrills you?
I love to sing.
Do you? In what context do you sing?
I sing with the local musical theatre society, and we do everything from pantomimes to light opera.
OK, do you perform them, or is it just... I mean, obviously perform them,
yes.
but do you stage them, or is it these concert performances?
We do both, but my last starring role, if such could be considered, was as Granny in The Snow Queen. So I enjoyed that very much.
Consider such things considered,
yes.
Laurie. Now, here's this lovely fresh board, untouched. What are you going to go for? All these things contain bread.
Oh, they do. Such choice. I think I'll go for the bottom one, the English dessert, summer pudding.
Summer pudding? Summer pudding, says Laurie. Let's see how many of our 100 people went for summer pudding. Summer pudding is right. Down it goes to 40. Not bad. Gets us off to a good start.
Well played. Nice start there on podium 1. Not sure about a summer pudding, really.
Really?
Yeah.
Is it because it's a bit sour, maybe?
No, I think it's because it's a bit cold. I sort of feel like it's kind of like cold bread.
Yeah. I'm not spotting any bread and drink there so far.
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay.
If we got onto the next board and there's still no drink, we can have a proper chat about our new business venture. Yeah. Bread drinks.
Bread drinks. Thank you very much indeed. Serge, welcome back. Remind us all about yourself, Serge.
I'm an optometrist. I work in the northwest of England, and I'm a season ticket holder at United.
OK, very good. What are you going to go for on our board here?
I think I'll go for the Middle Eastern salad. And I think that's a fattoush salad.
A fattoush. OK, let's see if that's right. Let's see how many of our 100 people said fattoush. It is fattoush. 40 is the only score we have, and you pass that. And down it goes to 1. Very well done indeed, Serge. 1 for the fattoush salad.
It's a terrific answer, isn't it? Very well played, Serge. Fattoush.
Thank you very much. Now then, Simon, welcome back.
Thank you.
Simon Christmas.
Indeed.
Simon and Debbie's surname is Christmas, we discovered last time. There are moments like this when I wish the name badges were a little bit bigger. That's all. Remind us all about yourself, though, Simon.
I'm a design manager for a well-known house builder.
What is the difference between a design manager and an architect?
Basically, the design manager designs the entire housing estate, decides what house goes where. So you're not just designing a house, you are putting anything from 100 to 1,000 houses on a site.
I see.
That's quite a cool job. And do you have scale models with tiny people, or is it all on a computer?
It's all on computer these days.
Do you have tiny people on the computer programme?
Well, yes, we do, yeah. I have actually put myself in a picture as well before.
No way.
Yeah.
What, Simon, would you like to go for?
I think I'll have the 5th one down. Is that Caesar salad?
Caesar salad, says Simon. Let's see if that's right. Let's see how many of our 100 people said it. It is Caesar salad. 40 is our high score. 41 is where you end up.
Well played, yeah. Not named after Julius Caesar, named after Caesar Cardini, who was a chef in Tijuana in Mexico. He created it, but you didn't know that.
I didn't know that. I thought it was, I somehow thought it came from Caesar's Palace or something like that in Vegas.
That's named after Julius Caesar.
Yeah, that is.
Yeah, and Crystal Palace.
Thank you very much, Richard. Now, Laura, welcome to Pointless. Good to have you here from Belfast.
Thank you. Good to be here.
What do you do, Laura?
I work for a mental health charity as a project worker. So I sort of support people with their daily living skills, and we make up support plans to help them to reach their goals.
Very good. How long have you done it for?
About 4.5 years.
That must be quite a full-time involvement, isn't it?
It's actually really enjoyable. It's the best job I've ever had.
Good, good. And what are your interests, Laura?
Well, outside of work, I have a 1-year-old baby.
Lovely.
So she keeps me quite busy. We watch a lot of sea babies together.
Excellent.
Read a lot of kids' books, play.
Very good.
And then...
Can I just ask, what's your favourite programme on CBeebies?
Oh, that's a trick question. Actually, my favourite kids' TV show is Ben and Holly.
That's good. That's good. No, cute. Yeah. OK, very good. Good answer. Good answer. Laura, you're the last person to have this board. Do you want to talk us through those unanswered ones?
Oh, it's actually quite difficult, this one. So the first one's burger. The third one's stuffing. I would guess that the next one is maybe ratatouille, but I'm not sure. And then I don't know the Japanese one. So I'm going to probably just have to go for stuffing, because I know it's right.
OK, Laura's going to go for stuffing. Let's see how many of our 100 people said that. That goes down to 70. 70 for stuffing.
Scores more than burger, funnily enough. Burger up the top there would only have scored you 60.
Oh.
We'll take the Japanese dish first. There's a chain of restaurants you get this from. Do you know this one?
It's a katsu curry.
Chicken katsu curry, yeah. It's right. 7 points. The place where you get that is a restaurant. That's the place you go. They say, you do know that all the dishes come out just when they're ready, don't you? That's the traditional Japanese way. And, of course, that isn't the traditional Japanese way at all. It's just the easiest way to run a restaurant. It's very clever, But when you're eating there, you think, oh, it's lovely. Oh, I just got my pudding before I started. This really is very authentic. And it's very clear. Yeah, you have to hand it to that restaurant chain. And do you know this last one, the Tuscan bean soup?
I don't think I do.
I hadn't heard of this. Very well done at home. You said a ribollita. Ribollita scores 3 points. Best answer up there.
Thank you very much indeed, Richard. Well, we are halfway through our first round. Let's have a look at those scores. Well done, Surgeon Parry. 1 there. Oh, for Tush. Fantastic answer. And rightly putting you at the top of the scoreboard. Then we travel quite a ways up to Laurie and Liz at 40, then 41, Simon and Debbie. 70 is where we find Laura and Matthew. So, Matthew, a lovely low score from you will help. So, congratulations, Ian and Nick. You've fought off all the competition and you have won our coveted pointless trophy. Exactly. However, you now have the chance to win our pointless jackpot. At the end of today's show, the jackpot stands at an impressive £5,250. Now, the rules are very simple. To win that money, all you have to do is find a pointless answer. That's an answer that no one else could think of. We've already had 2 pointless answers on the show so far. You just have to find 1 more to go home with that money. But first, you've got to choose a category from these 3 options, and your choices are... Number 1's darts, world geography.
Right, well, I think there's only one there, isn't it? Yeah.
It's darts.
It's got... What? Big darts players there, yeah. It's got to be world geography, really.
Yeah. World geography. OK, right, well, let's find out what the question is. We gave 100 people 100 seconds to name as many countries on the equator as they could. Countries on the equator. Richard?
Yeah, we're looking for any country whose territory is crossed by or whose islands straddle the equator.
Right you are. You now have up to 1 minute to come up with 3 answers, and all you need to win that £5,250 is for just one of those answers to be pointless. Your 60 seconds start now.
Right, so what do you want to go for? Somalia.
Somalia.
Yeah. Is that African countries? Which ones?
I think, I'm not sure if it's Congo. Congo.
Congo, yeah.
Yeah, Somalia, Congo.
Any in Asia that you can think of?
No, I think the Philippines.
India?
I think the Philippines. It goes to the Philippines. I'm not sure about that. No, it doesn't. This is India.
What's it? Just a bit higher, is it?
Yeah, definitely Ecuador and Brazil.
Anything North Africa?
No, not North Africa. No.
What's go through the
Congo?
Malta? Anything like that?
Actually, it goes through Kenya.
Kenya?
Try that one as well.
Kenya.
Kenya, Somalia.
Kenya, Somalia, Congo. Anything else? As you can see, I'm a big help. I can do lists.
Yeah. Good finger work, though.
Yeah, yeah.
I think it goes through Singapore as well. I'm not sure about that.
All right, so Congo, Somalia, Kenya.
Kenya.
Right.
OK, your minute is up.
All right.
Which of those answers are you gonna corral into your 3?
Well, there's 3. I've been to 1 and actually stood on the equator, so I'm going to go for that one. Yeah, we'll do Kenya, we'll do Congo, and I know it just clips the bottom of Somalia, so...
Which of those do you think is your best shot at a pointless answer?
Somalia.
Somalia. We'll put that one last. Yeah. Which one should we put first? The
Kenya.
Congo. Or Kenya, because I know Kenya's definitely...
OK, Kenya, Congo, Somalia. We'll put them up in that order. Kenya, Congo, Somalia. There they are. We were looking for countries on the equator.
Right.
OK.
You need to regret those now, but... Yeah,
You're now thinking of others you should have put in there?
No, I think I'll stick with those.
You came up with
the other
3
ones
more
I'm
than I
not
did.
too, not terribly sure about. Like Philippines, I think there's that one. It might even be Singapore, I'm not sure, but...
OK, well, this was the least confident answer that you gave. You only need one of these to be pointless. OK, let's see how many people said Kenya, and if it is a correct answer. Kenya. So there it is, Kenya. This is your first shot at a pointless answer for that jackpot of £5,250. It has to go all the way down to 0. Down to go 15 people said Kenya. Yep, 15 people said Kenya, so unfortunately it's not a pointless answer. But that was your least confident answer, as you said. You have 2 more chances to win today's jackpot. What would you spend £5,250 on?
Well, he owes it me anyway, so...
Oh, really?
Yeah, very much.
Comics.
Comics. Yeah. My friend's cycling across America for charity, so I'd go meet him in Miami.
I thought you were going to say I'll sponsor him. So I'll probably go to Vegas, meet him in Vegas maybe. Have a bit of fun there. OK, we are looking for countries that are on the equator. This is your second answer. You're a little bit more confident in this than you were in Kenya. Congo. That's what you said, Congo. This has to be a pointless answer if you are to win that £5,250. Let's see if it's correct. Let's see how many people said the Congo. It's right. Your second of 3 chances to win £5,250. Kenya scored 15. Down it goes still. Oh, 6! Congo, I'm afraid, is not a pointless answer. It's all going in the right direction, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
15 down to 6. It's looking very good for Somalia on that trajectory.
We hope.
OK, you only have one final chance to win that £5,250. Cross all those fingers. We are looking for countries on the equator. You said this was your most confident answer. This is your last chance. It has to be pointless for you to win that money. You said Somalia. You say right down at the bottom of Somalia. The equator crosses it.
It clips just a little bit.
Clips just a little bit. Let's hope no one on that little bit it clips was amongst our 100 people poll. And let's see if it's correct. And then let's see if anybody said it. Somalia. Well, it's right.
Come on.
It's right. We had 15 with Kenya. We had 6 with Congo. This has to go all the way down to nothing for you to win that £5,250. Down it goes. Oh, no! Oh, bad luck. Oh, no, it's a brilliant answer, Somalia. Unfortunately, you didn't manage to find that all-important pointless answer, so you don't win today's jackpot of £5,250. So that rolls over to the next show, but you have been fantastic, and you do get to take home our pointless trophy.
Brilliant.
Richard, what answers should they have gone for?
Well, there were 3 very good answers. You'd have had to dig pretty deep to get the pointless ones. There are 3 pointless answers here. Any of these would have won you the money. There's an island group in the Pacific, Kiribati would have won you the money. The Maldives would have won you the money, it's on the equator. And the smallest country in Africa, Sao Tome and Principe, also would have won you the jackpot.
Yeah. Did think those.
I said all 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whilst I was listing.
Does that make it any easier seeing them there?
No.
I would have liked to see what the Philippines was, actually, because I thought that was another one I was going to go.
It's not on the equator.
Oh, well, good job I didn't say it.
Phew, good job. Dear, oh dear. Well, unfortunately, we have to say goodbye to Ian and Nick, but you have been fantastic, great contestants, wonderful having you on the show, and you have atoned for all the other teachers we've had on the show by performing fantastically well right the way through to the final. Sorry you didn't win the jackpot, but thank you very much for playing. So nobody's won our jackpot today, so it rolls over, which means on the next show we'll be playing for £6,250. Join us next time to see if someone can win it. Meanwhile, it's goodbye from Richard.
Goodbye.
And it's goodbye from me. Goodbye. We gave 100 people 100 seconds to name as many Disney heroines as they could. Disney heroines. Richard.
Yeah, I don't want to blind anyone with science, but all the correct answers in this round are female characters who appeared in a Disney feature film. If anybody, Rohan, if you want me to go through that again, just to make sure you got it, you let me know.
OK, thanks.
OK. Right, Rohan and Nigel, you all drew lots before the show, and you get to start this time. So in round 1, I'm going to give you a choice of 7 possible answers on the board in each pass. First set of 7 answers reads like this. Perdita, Ariel, Duchess, Cinderella, Tamara Shear, Jasmine, Helen Parr. I'll just read those again. Perdita, Ariel, Duchess, Cinderella, Tamara Shear, Jasmine, Helen Parr. I can tell you that at least one of those answers is pointless, and also at least one of those answers is incorrect. If you pick that, you will score the maximum of 100 points. There you are, you've been told. Rohan, do you get animated about animated films?
So-so, when I was younger, yeah.
Do you remember characters from animated films?
I do, yes, but the ones I remember I think will be the most obvious, so I'm looking there, trying to think of the least obvious, obviously.
Absolutely, you're trying to find the most obscure one that will score you the fewest points.
Yeah. I could play it safe, but I think as I'm going first, I won't.
Also, because you intend to marry Nigel's daughter. You wouldn't.
I'll go with Jasmine.
OK. Do you know who Jasmine...
Yeah, I think she's in Aladdin.
OK, Jasmine, you're saying. Let's see if that's a correct answer. If it is, let's see how many people said it. Jasmine. It is correct. Good answer, Rohan. That scores you 10 points. Jasmine, Richard?
Yeah, very good start to the show. Well done, Rohan. She's she's Aladdin's love interest in Aladdin.
Very good. So we are looking for Disney heroines, Sandy. You good on your Disney heroines?
Well, I'm the oldest of 6, so I grew up watching the Disney films. So...
I presume you kept on watching them.
Oh, yeah.
As your younger 5 siblings grew up as well.
Yes.
Wow. Yes. So you know these people well.
Well, I hope I do. I'm debating between 2, which I think are pretty unknown. I'm going to go for Perdita. I think that's 101 Dalmatians.
Perdita. Perdita. I've just learned something. Right, let's see if Perdita is the right answer. If it is, let's see how many people said it. Perdita. Is right. Ooh, it's a good answer, Sandy. Look at that. Look at that. 2 points. Very good answer. Richard, Perdita.
Yeah, really good answer. And Perdita, as you say, she's a Dalmatian. She's married, of course, to Pongo.
Indeed.
That's in a world where dogs get married, which is a world I would like to live in. That'd be nice, wouldn't it?
Yeah, dog weddings.
Driving through town centre, seeing dog weddings in the town hall. You may now sniff the bride.
OK, we are looking for Disney heroines. Kaylee. Kaylee. Is this a good subject for you, Kaylee?
It wasn't too bad, although I actually wanted to go for the one that Sandy's just chosen. So I'm debating now whether to...
How many on there do you not know?
I want to say 2.5, but that's...
OK.
2 I've definitely not heard of.
Right.
2 I definitely have. And the other one I think is going to be the one I'll go for. Just, I hope it's not wrong. I'm going to go for Duchess.
Duchess. What do you think Duchess is?
I have no idea. It sounds like a dog's name, possibly something like Lady and the Tramp, but I don't know if she was called Lady.
Good thinking. I like the sound of that. Let's see if it's right. And if it is, let's see how many people said it. Duchess. It's right. Another low score. Look at that! The lowest possible score. That's a pointless answer. It adds £250 to the jackpot, taking the total up to 6,250, and it scores you nothing. Very good.
Yeah, very good answer. Very good start, Kaylee. She's not from Lady and the Tramp, though. She's from the Aristocats. She's a pedigree cat.
Now then, Scott, you are the last person to have this selection of names.
It's not my specialist subject. I believe Ariel to be from a Disney film and Cinderella. I'm going to go for Ariel, who I believe is in The Little Mermaid.
Ariel from The Little Mermaid. Let's see if that's right, and if it is, let's see how many people said it. Not a bad answer. That scores you 18, Scott. Ariel, Richard.
Yeah, well played, Scott. Better safe than sorry. Ariel she's not only from The Little Mermaid, she is The Little Mermaid. Ariel. Let's go through the rest of the board, though. There's an obvious one there, Cinderella. That would have scored you 48 points. Now, out of the other 2, Tamara Shear and Helen Parr, one of those is pointless and one of those is incorrect. What do you think?
Helen Parr is going to be a Disney character.
Yeah, Helen Parr is in fact Elastigirl, the mother from The Incredibles, and would have been a pointless answer. So very well done if you got that at home. Would have added £250 to the jackpot. Tamara Shear, she's Walt Disney's granddaughter.
OK, we're halfway through the round, so let's take a look at the scores as they stand. Pretty low-scoring round there, especially from Kaylee and Simon. What a great answer that was, Duchess. Sandy and Charlotte looking great on 2. Another brilliant answer. Rohan, well done. 10's probably going to see you through. Scott, good answer on 18. However, you are the high scorer by a little bit of a margin there. You're 8 points clear of the field. So, yes, Lauren, no pressure, but let's have a pointless. OK, we're going to come back down the line. Can the second players please take their places at the podium? OK, we're going to put 7 more answers on the board. We are looking for Disney heroines, and here's your list. Snow White, Princess Tiami, Belle, Jane Porter, Pocahontas, Cammy, Wendy Darling. Let me just read those one more time. Snow White, Princess Tiami, Belle, Jane Porter, Pocahontas, Cammy, Wendy Darling. And again, I can tell you that at least one of those answers is pointless, and at least one of those answers is incorrect, so try and avoid those. Right, Lauren, you are on 18. You are the high scorers.
This is not a good round for me.
Oh, really?
No.
Lauren, what would have been a good round for you?
Wow, anything.
Anything but Disney.
films.
I'd have thought this would be everyone's first choice.
Yeah.
You're saying literally anything but Disney, though, you'd be... So the rest of the show...
Oh, no. But I recognise some very obvious ones, but because we need the points, I'm going to go for one that I'm not sure, but...
Scott, what is that face?
Is he pulling a face?
This one of fear.
Fear.
You get that a lot. Princess Tiami. I'm going to go. I've no idea what it's from.
OK, Princess Tiami. There's no red line for you because you are the high scorers. Let's see if Princess Tiami is right, and if it is, let's see how many people said it. Princess Tiami.
I've got it over with for everyone.
Unfortunately, Princess Tiami is not a correct answer. Richard?
Yeah, I'm afraid Princess Tiami is actually Jordan's daughter. There's a Princess Tiana in Princess and the Frog, but Princess Tiami is very much all Jordan's creation.
Blimey, double A, 3 I's. This is a Scrabble mess.
Yeah. It's a lovely way to name a child.
Isn't it?
Like your youngest, Farangong.
You think Farangong's a funny name, do you?
But I don't. A lot of the backstage people are saying yes.
Farang.
It's an unusual name. But he's an unusual child. So it sort of suits him.
Lauren.
You got a lot of chat out of it, didn't you?
We'll get chat out of anything. You worry about that. As you were implying that, the writing is, in fact, on the wall. You have gone, I'm afraid, irretrievably ahead. Remember, we are looking for Disney heroines. Simon, Kaylee did fantastically well. She pulled a pointless out of the bag. You're looking at a list of 6 potential answers there. What are you going to give me?
Well, I'm glad the pressure's off me, actually, because I only know a couple of the obvious ones. So I'm going to, knowing that I can get it wrong and still go through, I'm going to take a guess.
Find a pointless answer in there, Simon.
Belle.
You're going for Belle?
Belle.
OK, there is Belle.
Possibly is Lady and the Tramp.
Kaylee's shaking her head, madly. Is Belle right, do you think?
It's right, but it's not. I don't think it's Lady and the Tramp. It's Beauty and the Beast.
No red line for you, obviously, because you're through come what may. Let's see if it's right, and let's see how many people said Belle. It's the right answer. $14, not a bad answer, Simon. Scores of 14 gives you a total of 14. Belle.
Well, to quote Kaylee, it's right, but it's not from Lady and the Tramp. It's from Beauty and the Beast. Word perfect.
Very good. Now, Charlotte. So remember, we are looking for Disney heroines.
As we can't go out, I'll take a shot at Cammy.
Cammy. Let's see if it's a correct answer, and if it is, let's see how many people said it. Cammy. Bad luck. Charlotte. That's an incorrect answer, which means I'm afraid you scored a maximum of 100 points, giving you a total of 102, Richard.
That's exactly the right tactics, though, Charlotte. If you can't go out, you might as well try and add £250 to the jackpot. Cammy is one of the characters in the Street Fighter video game.
Nigel, you are on 10. You have a free hand. Charlotte has very kindly mind-swept for you. There's a pointless in there, at least one pointless.
Well, I'll go for the one that I haven't heard of then, which is Jane Porter.
Jane Porter. Let's see if that is indeed a pointless answer and hope that it is. Jane Porter. It's right. Jane Porter is indeed pointless. It adds £250 to today's jackpot, taking the total up to 6,500, and it scores you nothing, leaving you with a total of 10. Jane Porter.
Yeah, well done, Nigel. That's a nice stress-free way of making £250, isn't it? Jane Porter is actually Tarzan's wife.
Oh, yes, that's right.
Yeah. Let's take a look at the rest of the board. Snow White, obviously, is a Disney character, but would have scored you a very high 63 points, so very well avoided by everyone. Pocahontas, obviously, is another correct answer, would have scored you 18. Now, Wendy Darling from Peter Pan would have scored you a very, very small 3 points.
Wow.
Surprisingly small.
Words taken from other languages. Richard.
I'm going to show you 7 definitions of words on each board. You just need to tell us what the word is, please. We'll also give you the first letter and the language that we've borrowed it from. So 7 on the first board, 7 on the second, 14 in all to have a go at home. Good luck.
Very exciting. OK, let's reveal our first board of word clues, and here they are. A strong desire to travel. German, W. Small pieces of coloured paper traditionally thrown over a bride and groom by wedding guests. Italian, C. A black powder used as eye makeup, especially in Eastern countries. Arabic, K. Dense bread roll in the shape of a ring made by boiling dough and baking it. Yiddish, B. Person who is very knowledgeable and enthusiastic about an activity or subject. Spanish, A. Area of land overgrown with dense forest and tangled vegetation. Hindi, J. And form of entertainment in which people sing into microphones over backing tracks. Japanese, K. I'm going to read those again. A strong desire to travel, W. Small pieces of coloured paper traditionally thrown over a bride and groom by wedding guests, C. Black powder used as eye makeup, especially in Eastern countries, K. Dense bread roll in the shape of a ring made by boiling dough and baking it, B. Person who's very knowledgeable and enthusiastic about an activity or subject, A. Area of land overgrown with dense forest and tangled vegetation, J. And form of entertainment in which people sing into microphones over backing tracks, K. There we go. Justin, how are you?
Good, thanks.
Good to see you back here. Now, last time you did very well, right through to the head-to-head. Just didn't make it into that final round. Justin, remind us what you do.
I work in an audio-visual company. We install audio-visual into educational establishments and businesses.
So I suppose in the educational things, these are huge audio-visual. These are massive screens.
Yeah, big stuff, yeah. Lecture theatres, that sort of thing.
Very exciting. And then you wander around and sort of do things. I've no idea what you're doing, but just things. Do I look like I work in audiovisual?
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely you do. Oh, I need to talk to you later about my audiovisual needs.
Oh, yes. I'm not really. I was just pretending.
Oh, you're not?
I was just pretending.
Man.
I know.
I need to talk to somebody.
Oh. Justin, what are you going to go for?
I'm going to go for the first one, a strong desire to travel. I'm going to say wanderlust.
Wanderlust. Wanderlust, says Justin. Let's see if that's right. Let's see how many of our 100 people went for wanderlust. It's right. 45 for wanderlust. Not bad. Good start to the round and indeed the game.
Well, you don't think of that as coming from German, do you? Because it's sort of two words we think of as English. There's a gene scientists discovered that 20% of us have, the curiosity gene that leads to wanderlust.
Yeah.
So I don't really have it. I'm very happy at home.
I mean, I'm wonder curious, but it's the lust bit is interesting. Thank you very much indeed, Richard. Georgia, welcome to Point. It's great to have you here from Southport. What do you do, Georgia?
I work in health records in the local hospital.
Oh, I think health records. I love proper old vinyl shops. Right, yeah. That'd be a good name for a record shop. Now, Georgia, when you're not working in health records, what do you like to get up to?
I like to shop a lot.
Oh, good. A lot? A lot?
A lot.
These shops in the Southport area, or do you travel? Do you have a
There's
sort of
not many shops in the Southport area.
Wanderlust.
So Liverpool's.
Yes. Liverpool. Okay, I see that. That serves you better. Very good indeed. Now, Georgia, how are you liking our board of words borrowed from other languages?
It's not as bad as I thought it was going to be, actually. I'm going to go with the last one, and I'm going to say karaoke.
Karaoke. Karaoke, says Georgia. Let's see if that's right. Let's see how many of our 100 people agree with Georgia. It's right. 45 is the only score. Oh, we have at the moment 70 for karaoke.
The Icelandic Tourist Board did a thing where they tried to get people to sing the hardest karaoke song in the world, which is a song essentially going through the Icelandic alphabet.
Wow.
Yeah. I tend to do No Diggity by Blackstreet, but, you know, if that's what you'd rather do.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Thank you very much, Richard. Sherry, welcome back.
Thank
welcome
you.
back. We saw hardly any of you last time.
I know.
It was far too brief.
Yeah, far too brief.
Far too brief. This time, I think, right through to the final. Sherry, remind us what you do.
I'm a recruitment consultant.
A recruitment consultant
Yes.
by day. What else do you get up to?
I watch a lot of football with family, friends, try and watch as many Arsenal games as I can, go to the
Do you
Emirates
travel? Are you a travelling supporter?
No, I don't, and that's one thing that's kind of missing off my Arsenal resume, so I'd love to go and see them in Europe. Yeah, definitely would love to go and see them away.
Very good indeed. Now, Sherry, what are you going to go for on this board?
Oh, I think I'm going to go for dense bread roll in shape of a ring, and I think that's bagel.
Bagel, says Sherry. Let's see how many of our 100 people said bagel. It's right. Well, 70 was the high score, 45 the low. You are 51.
Yeah, they've been traced back as far as the ancient Egyptians. Well, certainly rolls with holes in. The modern bagel, they think, is maybe Polish.
Thank you very
Pleasure.
much indeed. Sandra.
Yes.
Welcome to Point. It's lovely to have you here from West Yorkshire. Whereabouts in West Yorkshire?
Shipley.
Shipley?
Yes, place between Bradford and Leeds.
Very nice indeed. And what keeps you busy up there?
Well, both my husband and I are retired. I retired from the GP surgery 11 years ago and I'm still involved with colleagues there, and we go out once a month.
That's nice. What do you want? Just go out for supper?
Well, we go out for supper and we have a doctor, with 2 nurses, with a counsellor.
Is anyone allowed to talk about medical conditions?
Well, no, because if you're dining out and you're on the next table and you need the Heimlich manoeuvre...
Sandra, this board's all yours. Do you want to talk us through it and fill in all those blanks?
The second one is confetti. The person knowledgeable, I don't know that one, or of the dense forest, I'm actually going to go for a black powder, and I think that's coal.
Coal, says Sandra. Let's see how many of our 100 people said coal. It's right. 70 is the high score. We pass it. 45 is the low score. We pass it. 36. Look at that, Sandra. Very well done indeed.
No, it's lucky you don't know the area of land, because it would have scored you far more, because you do know it, really. It is...
Jungle.
Jungle.
Oh.
Yeah. Would have scored you 61 points. Confetti, of course, up the top there, the Italian. That would have scored you 83. The best answer on the board, the Spanish one.
Aficionado.
Aficionado, yeah. And that would have scored you 6 points.
Thank you very much indeed, Richard. Well, we're halfway through the round. Let's take a quick look at our scores. 36, Sandra, look at that. There's your reward for coal. Then we travel up to 45, where we find Justin and Louis. Then up to 51, where we find Sherry and Isaac. And then 70 is where we find Sophie and Georgia. So, Sophie, we need a low score from you. Good luck with that. We're going to come back down the line now. Can the second players please step up to the podium? OK, let's put 7 more definitions of words that we've borrowed from other languages up on the board, and here they are. A type of dome-shaped shelter, typically built from blocks of solid snow. Inuit, I. Range of open sandwiches and delicacies served as hors d'oeuvre or a buffet. Swedish, S. Small fruit with sweet white flesh, a large central stone and a thin, rough skin. Chinese, L. Easing of hostility or strained relations, especially between countries. French, D. Mixture of oats and other cereals, dried fruits and nuts, eaten with milk at breakfast. Swiss German, M. Ski race down a winding course marked out by poles. Norwegian, S. Expedition to observe or hunt animals in their natural habitat. Swahili, S. I will read those all again. A type of dome-shaped shelter, typically built from blocks of solid snow. I. Range of open sandwiches and delicacies served as hors d'oeuvre or a buffet. S. Small fruit with sweet white flesh, a large central stone and a thin, rough skin. L. easing of hostility or strained relations, especially between countries. D, mixture of oats and other cereals, dried fruit and nuts eaten with milk at breakfast. M, ski race down a winding course marked out by poles. S, and expedition to observe or hunt animals in their natural habitat. S. There we go. Morris, welcome. Good to have you here. What keeps you occupied in Shipley, Morris?
Go to the gym, try to keep fit 3 times a week.
Very good indeed. What do you do when you go to the gym? What machines do you go on?
I go on the running machine.
Yeah.
Rowing machine.
Oh, yes.
Weight machine.
Oh. And then the chocolate machine.
And the chocolate machine.
Morris, do you go out on these medical evenings out?
No, thank you.
No, oh, no, thank you.
Ladies only.
Oh, I see. Very good indeed. Now, Morris, you're on 36. Fabulous low score from Sandra in the first pass. What would you like to go for on this board? Perhaps a nice low score for Sir to compliment Madam's low score there.
I'm going to go the top one, igloo.
Igloo. Morris says igloo. Here is your red line. If you happen to get below this red line, you are definitely through to the next round. Let's see how many of our 100 people said igloo. Ooh, 85. Takes your total up to 121.
Yeah, you do wonder what the other 15 were thinking.
Thanks, Rich. Now then, Isaac. Now, remind us what you like getting up to, Isaac.
I like football. I like all sports. Like my daughter supports Arsenal. I'm probably the biggest armchair fan you can get.
OK, and Isaac, what's your view on Arsenal at the moment? What are the sort of things you're shouting at the screen?
Oh, I'm shouting, come on. Get the players that we've bought. Get them to play, not sitting on the bench.
Exactly.
That's true, and then you've got 16 players on the pitch, and it's, you're going to win. That's the way to do it.
Well, potentially, we're the best team in the league.
Yeah, you know what? Potentially Fulham are the best team in the league. just not actually.
Isaac, you're on 51. 121 is the high score at the moment, so 69 or less keeps you in the game.
Ooh, I'm going to take a punt at the ski race down a winding course marked out by poles. Slalom?
Slalom, says Isaac. Slalom. Here is your red line. If you get below that with slalom, you are into round 2. Let's see how many of our 100 people said it. It's right. Look at that, Isaac. There you go. Beautifully done. 58. 109 is your total.
Well played, Isaac. Yeah, literally means sloping track in Norwegian.
Now then, Sophie, lovely to have you with us. What do you do?
I'm the same as Georgia. We both work in the same department of the hospital.
I see. How many of you are there in the hospital?
In our department, there's about 20, maybe a bit more.
Right. And whose idea was it to come on the show?
Mine.
Will there be other people in the department who are a little bit put out that perhaps they weren't asked?
A couple.
Or was Georgia the obvious choice?
Georgia's the obvious one, yeah.
Is Pointless on while you're at work, or have you finished by
No,
then?
we get home in time to watch it.
That's good, because otherwise people in records be just wondering why between 5:15 and 6, not a lot seems to be getting done. Sophie, what would you like to go for? You want to score 50 or less. Bear that in mind.
I'm not really sure on most of them, so I'm going to have to go for the mixture of oats for muesli.
Muesli. Here is your red line, exactly halfway down the tower. Get below that, you are through to the next round. How many of our 100 people said muesli? It's right. Ooh, 82 for muesli. That's a high score. Takes your total up to 152.
The expression the muesli belt is also in the Oxford Dictionaries, which means a belt of middle-class people, like somewhere where health-conscious middle-class people might live. It's called a muesli belt. I would never knowingly have muesli. You know, sometimes if you're having a hotel breakfast, which I think is one of the greatest things you can ever have, you know, sometimes you see people having muesli, you just think, what are you doing?
Yeah.
This is all free. It's all there.
I know.
You know there's bacon.
I know, but quite often in a hotel, because if you maybe were at dinner in the hotel the night before, maybe you're feeling slightly like you should be being a bit healthy, and if they've got things like seeds...
Not at breakfast.
If I see seeds, poppy seeds and sunflower seeds, I think, oh, there's something very worthy about pouring that on.
If I see poppy seeds, they had better be on the outside of a bagel, which had better be on the outside of some cream cheese, I'm afraid.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'm not going to argue with that. Now, Louis, welcome back. Now, you told us last time that you'd given up work, but I never asked you what that work was.
I was a consultant ecologist.
Why didn't I ask you that? What is that?
Well, I would go around the country surveying wildlife.
See, that's fun.
Absolutely top job, best job in the world.
I mean, does that include everything from bats?
Yes, absolutely. But we specialised in reptiles and amphibians.
Oh, and who wouldn't?
Well, yeah, exactly.
So a runaway crocodile, for example, call for Louis.
But not quite. It's always the native stuff.
OK.
We've got great crested newt, palmate newt and smooth newt. We've got the common frog, the pool frog, and the natterjack toad.
Your stage name used to be Smooth Newt, didn't it?
Yeah. Certainly does. You remember that.
Yeah, very, very well.
Yeah. Very good. OK, now, Louis, there you are on 45. That means you are going through to the next round, come what may. Do you want to fill in all those blanks for us?
Well, I'm not sure of the open sandwich. I just thought it was a sandwich without the top on. The fruit is a lychee. Easing of hostilities, I can't think of that. And the expedition is a safari. So I think I'm going to go for lychee.
Lychee, says Louis. There's no red line for you because you're through, but let's see how many of our 100 people went with lychee. That's right. 51. 51, which takes your total up to 96.
Let's fit in the bottom one first, which, as you say, is safari. And would have scored 56. And let's fit in these two mystery answers. The range of open sandwiches, etc. Smorgasbord. Yep, lovely word. 29 points for that. And the easing of hostility?
Détente.
Détente. Yep, and that would have scored 19. That's the best answer on the board. Well done if you said that at home.
Thank you very much indeed. So at the end of our first round, the pair we have to send home with a high score of 152. Sophie and George, I'm afraid it's you. I'm so sorry. Nothing wrong with either of your answers. They were just quite high scores, I'm afraid. Thank you so much for playing. We'll see you again next time, Sophie and Georgia. Wonderful. Well, 3 pairs remain. Oh, all I can say is phew! Peter and Dan. Whoa!
Yeah.
You made it. Listen, you made it. Andrew and Nicola, obviously, very well done to you. And Sophie and Lee, very well done. Great to have you all here. Best of luck to all 3 pairs. Our category for round 2 today is literature. Can you all decide in your pairs who's going to go first, who's going to go second, and whoever's going first, please step up to the podium. OK, and the question concerns books with 2-letter words in the title. Richard.
On each board, we're going to show you the titles of 6 books and their authors. We've missed out a 2-letter word from each of the titles. What is that word, please?
Thank you very much indeed. So let's reveal our 6 titles with 2-letter words missing, and here they are. First board reads, Blank Long and Thanks for All the Fish, Douglas Adams. Blank Set a Watchman, Harper Lee. Call Blank by Your Name, Andre Asserman. Bring Blank the Bodies, Hilary Mantel. The Way Blank Live Now, Anthony Trollope. And Life of Blank, Jan Martel. I'll read those again. Blank Long and Thanks for All the Fish. Blank Set a Watchman. Call Blank by Your Name. Bring Blank the Bodies. The Way Blank Live Now. And Life of Blank. Each of these titles is missing a 2-letter word. Can you tell us what that is? Nicola.
Yeah. OK, I think I'll go for the bottom one and say Life of Pi.
Life of Pi,
Yeah.
says Nicola. OK, let's see how many of our 100 people said Life of Pi. 71. 71, The Life of Pi.
Yeah, famous book, famous film as well, of course, which always means things score higher.
Thank you very much, Richard. Now then, Dan.
Yes.
What would you like to go for on our board?
To try and redeem myself, again, this is another kind of a punt, really. I'm going to guess at The Way We Live Now.
The Way We Live Now, says Dan. Let's see if that's right. Let's see how many of our 100 people said The Way We Live Now. It is indeed The Way We Live Now, 75. For that.
Yeah, he used to get up at 5:30 in the morning and write for 3 hours before he went to work in the post office. Trollope.
Thank you very much, Richard. OK. Now, Sophie, You're the last person to have this board. Already, we've reached the end of this board. Do you want to talk us through all the unanswered ones?
Well, I don't know any but one, which will be my answer.
Do you want to have a bit of fun time guessing? They're all 2 letters long.
Yeah, but now all the 2-letter words have escaped my head.
All of them?
Except for the one I'm going with.
OK, fair enough. What would you like to go by? Is there any of those you want just for sheer ribaldry, just to have a crack at?
Be long and thanks for all the fish.
All right, yeah, what one are you going to go for?
I'm going to go with Call Me By Your Name.
Call Me By Your Name. Let's see if that's right. Let's see how many of our 100 people said it. It's right, 87. 87.
Yeah, and James Ivory won the Best Adapted Screenplay Oscar for his adaptation of that. It was 89 when he got that. It's hard to know what else would go in that, which I suspect is why it scored so highly. You all know all 3 of these. Douglas Adams?
So Long.
Correct, 75 for that. The other 2 are the lowest scorers, actually. Harper Lee?
Go Set a Watchman.
Go Set a Watchman, 16 points. Well done if you said that. And
Bring Up the Bodies.
Bring Up the Bodies, yeah. 21. Well done if you got all of those at home.
Thank you very much indeed, Richard. OK, well, halfway through the round, let's take a look at those scores. 71, the best score of the pass. Nicola, well done. Nicola and Andrew, once again, looking pretty strong. 75. Dan and Peter, 87. Sophie and Lee. So, yes, Lee, let's have a nice low score from you to keep you in the game. Good luck with that. We're going to come back down the line now. Will the second players please step up to the podium? OK, we're going to put 6 more book titles up on the board, each of them with a 2-letter word missing. Here's our second board. We have The Catcher, blank The Rye, J.D. Salinger. Blank Country for Old Men, Cormac McCarthy. Blank Artist of the Floating World, Kazuo Ishiguro. A Passage, blank India, E.M. Forster. Ordeal, blank Innocence, Agatha Christie. And Blank Android's Dream of Electric Sheep, Philip K. Dick. I'll read those titles again. The Catcher, blank The Rye, blank Country for Old Men, blank Artist of the Floating World, A Passage, blank India, Ordeal, blank Innocence, and blank Android's Dream of Electric Sheep. Lee.
Well, I do actually know 3 of them, but I don't know how good the scores will be, so I've just got to think of which one of the 3 I could get away with. So I'm going to go for No Country for Old Men.
No Country for Old Men, says Lee. OK, you're the high scorer, so there's no red line for you, but let's see what happens when we say No Country for Old Men. He's right. Oh, look at that. Down it goes. Lowest score so far, 60. Well done. Taking your total up to 147.
Well played, Lee. Yeah, wonderful film as well, No Country for Old Men.
Thank you very much. Now, Peter. Peter, now you have a target. You have to score 71 or less with this.
OK. Really not sure here. So I'm going to have to go for, I think it's the Agatha Christie. I'm going to go for Ordeal in Innocence.
OK, Ordeal in Innocence. Let's see, here is your red line. Can you get below that? Let's find out. Ordeal in Innocence. Peter, I'm sorry to say that is an incorrect answer. Scores you 100 points, takes your total up to 175.
Yeah, sorry, Peter, I'll give the correct answer at the end of the round, but at least it's cheered Dan up because you both made a mistake, so that's nice.
Thanks very much. Now, Andrew, good news, you're through. Doesn't matter what you score here. Do you want to talk us through that board?
Unfortunately, I'm not the biggest of readers or book fan. If I was to take a lucky guess, A Passage to India, or My Android's Dream of Electric Sheep. I think A Passage to India sounds better than my other options, so we'll go with that. A Passage to India.
Passage to India, says Andrew. No red line, you're already through. Let's see what happens, though. A Passage to India. Absolutely right. Down it goes to 83. Very well done. Takes your total up to 154.
Well, that round ended up being harder than I thought it was going to be. Anyway, you'll fill all these in. The Catcher
in
is absolutely right. Yep, that would have scored you 74. The Ishiguro.
I don't know. My guess would be An Artist of the Floating...
it has to be, right?
Yeah.
It is An Artist. Well done. It would have scored you 58. It's Ordeal by Innocence. Yeah. would have scored 21, and it's got a question mark on the end. Do. Android's Dream of Electric Sheep. 50 points for that. So, Ordeal by Innocence, best answer on the board. Well done if you said that.
Thank you very much indeed, Richard. So at the end of our second round, we have to say goodbye to another of our pairs. And I'm afraid, Peter and Dan, it is you on this occasion. But you'll be back. Yes. You'll be back, and I have every confidence you'll go further next time. But it's been great having you on. Thank you so much for playing, Peter and Dan. And our question concerns countries in their native languages. Countries in their native languages, Richard.
Yeah, on each pass, we're going to show you the names of 6 countries as they're known in their own native languages. We asked 100 people to tell us the English name of that country. Give us a nice obscure answer, you're going to score fewer points, but give us an incorrect answer, you'll score 100. There's going to be 12 in all, so very best of luck at home.
OK, thanks very much, Richard. So we are looking for the English names of these countries, and we have got Österreich, Magyarország, Polska, Elas, Sferiga, Italia. I will read those one more time. Österreich, Magyarország, Polska, Elas, Sferiga and Italia. There are the countries in their own languages. We need the English names for them. And obviously you're trying to find the one that the fewest of our 100 people knew. Now then, Tony, how does that look to you?
Watch a lot of international football. So, yeah, got the translations on there. I know a few. I'm happy. I'll go with Magyarország as Hungary.
Magyarország, Hungary. Let's see if it's right for Hungary, and if it is, let's see how many people knew that answer. It's right. Very well done, Tony. 34. 34. Yes, I imagine football has taught 34 out of our 100 people that as well.
I think it's exactly right. I always remember all of these from my sticker annuals from when I was a kid, all the World Cup sticker annuals. The Magyarország, the mighty Magyars, the Hungarian football team were called, so...
Thank you very much. Now then, Johnny. Johnny, again, football, a keen interest of yours, so I'm imagining you're having no problem at all with the board behind.
Well, I got 2 safe ones, and I got one I possibly know just from a bit of sort of history, just recognising an end of a word. I'm gonna go for the one which I'm not quite sure on. I'm going for Österreich, and I think it's Germany.
Österreich, Germany, you're saying. Österreich. Let's see if that's right, and if it is, let's see how many people knew that answer. Österreich, Germany. Bad luck, Johnny. I'm afraid that's an incorrect answer, which means you score the maximum of 100 points. I'm sorry, Richard.
Yeah, sorry, Johnny. I won't give the correct answer just in case Colin wants to have a go at the same one.
Now then, Colin, you can talk us through the board and fill in all the gaps if you like, and then submit your favourite one as your answer.
Well, I think as the boys said, there's a couple of obvious ones, Italia, Italy and Polska, Poland. I've got an idea Elas might be Greece and Sverige might be Sweden, but I'm going to go with Österreich as Austria.
Österreich, Austria is what you're saying. Let's see if that's right, and if it is, let's see how many people said Austria for Österreich. Yes. 68. 68, quite a high score. Richard.
Yeah, well done, Colin, but a pretty big score gives Johnny and Stephen some hope in the second pass. Funnily enough, you'd have been better off with the other 2 answers you gave. Sferiga, which absolutely right, is Sweden, would have scored you 51. And Elas, which is Greece, that would have scored you 16.
I just wasn't quite sure enough.
Sometimes written Hellas as well, sometimes with an H.
Yeah.
Let's take a look at those other 2. They certainly are obvious. Polska, Poland, would have scored you 96. And one of those rarest of rare things on point lists, Italia, for Italy, would have scored you 100. We don't have that very often, do we?
Certainly don't, no. Well, thank you very much. We're halfway through the round, so let's take a look at the scores as they stand. Tony and Pat looking very strong, lovely low score of 34. And then double that, and we end up at 68, where we find Colin and Dee. And then up a little bit more, and you come to Johnny and Stephen on 100. So, yes, Stephen, you're going to have to find a really good obscure answer in the next pass if you're going to save your bacon. Even that may not be enough. Very best of luck. We're going to come back down the line. Can the second players please take their places at the podium? OK, we're going to put 6 more countries in their native language on the board, and we have got España, Suomi, Russia, Hrvatska, Nippon, Deutschland. I'll read those all one more time. España, Suomi, Russia, Hrvatska, Nippon, Deutschland. Now remember, we are looking for the English names of these countries, and obviously you're trying to find the one that the fewest of our 100 people knew. Now, Dee, the high scorers are Stephen and Johnny on 100. You're on 68. If you can score 31 or less, you are definitely through to the next round.
There's 2 or 3 up there that I'm fairly certain of. Obviously one, quite obvious one. I'm going to go for Nippon, which I think is Japan.
Nippon, Japan, you say? Let's see if that's right, and if it is, let's see how many people said it. Here's your red line. That's what you have to get below. Below that, you are definitely in the head-to-head. Nippon, how many people said that? 61.
That's right one, that's the one.
61 takes your total up to 129. Will that be enough to see you through? Let's discover. Richard?
Yeah, it's going to be a close one, isn't it? Yeah, Nippon or Nihon as well. Japanese scholars coined the phrase, started with the Chinese phrase meaning origin of the sun, because Japan is to the east of China.
OK, now, Stephen. Remember, we are looking for the English names of these countries. The high scorers are now Dee and Colin on 129. You're on 100, which means if you can find an answer on that board that scores you 28 or less, you are through to the next round.
Yeah, there's a couple on that are obvious. There's one I'm going to go for. It's a stab in the dark, really. I'm not 100% sure. I could be completely wrong and make a complete fool of myself. But I'm going to go for Suomi as Somalia.
Suomi, Somalia, you're saying. Let's see if that's right. And if it is, let's see how many people said it. Here's your red line, quite low. If you get below that, you are through to the head-to-head. Suomi, Somalia, is it right? Bad luck, Stephen, bad luck. I'm afraid that's an incorrect answer, which means you score the maximum of 100 points. That takes your total up to 200, an unbeatable 200. Richard?
Yeah, absolutely right, though. You did have to go for it.
Yeah.
I won't give the correct answer just in case Pat wants to go at the same one.
Now then, Pat, the great news is this. You are through to the next round. However, for fun, submit the answer you'd like to give.
I'm going to go for Suomi, and I'm going to go Finland.
Suomi, Finland, says
so
Pat.
It's my stamp album.
Very good indeed. No red line for you. You're through whatever happens. Let's see, though, if Suomi is indeed Finland. It is. That's a great answer, Pat. Down it goes to 25. Takes your eventual score up to 59. Rich?
Yeah, very good answer, Pat. Did you say that's because of your stamp collection?
That's right.
Yeah. I'll tell you, who said philately would get you nowhere? Let's take a look at the rest of the board. España at Spain, but would have scored 96 points. Deutschland, that's Germany, of course, but would have scored you 85. Russia, unsurprisingly, is Russia. Another big score was 79. And Hrvatska, again, because they've qualified for a World Cup.
Croatia?
It is Croatia, yeah, very well done. 9 points. It's best answer on the board, so well done if you got that.
Thanks very much, Richard. So at the end of round 2, the losing pair with the highest scores, Stephen and Johnny. Bad luck there. Yes, Österreich. I think the minute you heard someone say Austria, you thought,
Yeah, it's obvious then, yeah.
I'm so sorry we have to say goodbye to you so soon. However, we will see you again next time when I'm sure we'll see much, much more of you. Meantime, Stephen and Johnny, thanks so much for playing. Great contestants. We gave 100 people 100 seconds to name as many animated Disney films with one-word titles as they could. Richard?
Yeah, we're looking for any partially or fully animated feature films made for cinema release, which have been produced and animated by Walt Disney Animation Studios or Disney Pixar up to the start of April 2011. So any Disney film with just a one-word title, please. And just to warn you, we would count the as a word, so don't have... The Rescuers, for example, will be 2 words. So any Disney film or Disney Pixar film with a one-word title, please.
Thank you very much, Richard. OK, Stacey and Fred, you all drew lots before the show, and this afternoon you get to go first. So, Stacey.
It's quite a good round for me. I love Disney films. There's so many to choose from. I think I'm going to go with a Disney Pixar film, which hopefully wasn't as popular as the mainstream Disney films. I'll go with Cars.
Cars. Very good. You'll hope to score as few points as possible with Cars. Let's see if it's right, and if it is, let's see how many of our 100 people said Cars. Down it goes, 32. 32, not a bad score, Stacey, well done. Cars, Richard?
Yeah, Cars from 2006 and a 2011 sequel as well.
Very well done. Now then, Paul. You're going to be good at this, I think, aren't you?
Well, I was hoping to be good, but trying to find the obscure, that's a bit difficult. I mean, I love Walt Disney movies, but just trying to find one word...
It might be that these are all quite high scoring. I'd have thought Cars was a very good obscure one, but it... 32.
Yes, that was on my list, definitely, but I'm racking my brains. The only one I think that would work is a really old one that perhaps people wouldn't go for, although it's quite popular. So I'm going to take a chance and go for Pinocchio.
Pinocchio, you're going to say, OK. Well, you're hoping to score as few points as possible with that. Let's see if Pinocchio is right, and if it is, let's see how many of our 100 people said it. Pinocchio. It's right. 30. It's a great score, Paul. Well done. Pinocchio.
Yeah, pretty high-scoring round, though, isn't it? From 1944, Pinocchio won an Oscar for Best Song, When You Wish Upon a Star.
Very well done. So then, Trevor, we come to you. An animated Disney film with a one-word title.
Well, actually, I did have Pinocchio in mind, but I'm going quite far back now, and I just hope it was a Disney film, but Fantasia.
Fantasia. Very, very good. You're hoping to score as few points as possible with Fantasia. Let's see if it's right, and if it is, let's see how many people said Fantasia. Down it goes. Very well done, Trevor. That's great. 18. A great score there. Fantasia.
Yeah, well played, Trevor. That really is going back. It's from 1940, Fantasia, with Mickey Mouse as the sorcerer's apprentice.
Sue, we come to you.
Well...
Is this a good subject for you?
It is, because I've got lots of little grandchildren. So I shall be devastated if I don't do well on this one.
What about them?
They will be. They'll be ashamed. I was going to say Fantasia, but I'm going to go fairly safely, I think, and say Bambi.
You're going to say Bambi. Paul, what's that face mean?
I know, why didn't I think of that one earlier?
Why didn't I think of that one? Bambi. You're going to say Bambi. Well, you're hoping to score as few points as possible with Bambi. Let's see if it's right. And if it is, let's see how many of our 100 people said Bambi. 51. Not a bad score, but the highest of the scores. Richard, Bambi.
Yeah, from 1942, Bambi. You still unhappy you didn't go for that one, Paul?
I am so relieved.
Anyway, we're halfway through the round. Let's take a look at the scores as they stand. Trevor and Alan, once again, this is becoming a sort of reprise. The best scorers at the end of the first pass. On 18, then we go up to 30, Paul and Colin, up to 32, Stacey and Fred. And they're not that far ahead, but nonetheless, most definitely ahead, Sue and Anne on 51. So, Anne, you're going to have to answer carefully in this next pass to make sure you survive. OK, we're going to come back down the line. Can the second players please take their places at the podium? OK, we are looking for one-word animated Disney films. Animated Disney films with a one-word title. Anne.
The ones I thought of have gone, so I'm going to go for Dumbo.
That used to be my nickname at school. I wonder if anyone knows why.
It's still your nickname now. Did you not know?
OK, you are saying Dumbo. There's no red line for you, I'm afraid, Anne, because you're the high scorers. You just have to hope this will go down as far as it possibly can. Let's see. Dumbo, is it right? How many people said it? $33. Not a bad score, and not bad at all. That takes your total up to 84. Richard?
From 1941, Dumbo. Again, won an Oscar for Best Score.
Alan, you are on 18, thanks to Trevor's brilliant answer of Fantasia. The high scorers are Anne and Sue on 84. If you can score 65 or less, Alan, that's all you have to do to get through to the next round.
OK, well, I'll try one. Not too sure. Tinkerbell.
Tinkerbell. There's your red line, Alan. Below that red line, you are through to the next round. Let's see if Tinkerbell is right, and if it is, let's see how many people said it. Oh, bad luck, Alan. Unfortunately, that's an incorrect answer, which means you scored a maximum of 100 points. That takes your total up to 118. Richard.
Yeah, unlucky, Alan. Very well-known Disney character, of course. Never had a cinema movie about her. There was a video release in 2008, but that's Tinker Bell, 2 words anyway. But she never had a cinema movie made about her.
Well now, Colin, we come to you. OK, remember, we are looking for animated Disney films with a one-word title.
OK.
The high scorers are Alan and Trevor on 118. You are on 30. If you can score 87 or less, you're through to the next round.
Got a couple in mind. I'm not sure if they've got something in. I'm not sure if they're one words. I will go for Cinderella.
Cinderella. There is your red line. Below that red line, you're through to the next round. It's right, and you are through to the next round. 49 for Cinderella. Well done. That takes your score up to 79. Richard.
Yeah, well done, Colin. Another high scorer, but you're safely through the second round, so a very good answer. From 1950, Cinderella.
So then, Fred. Finally, we come to you. Stacey did brilliantly with Cars on 32. The high scorers on 118 are Trevor and Alan. If you can score 85 or less, you're through to the next round.
There's a couple of popular ones like can I speak?
You can.
Aladdin, which will probably score high, but it might get us below the 118. But I've got a risky one that that I might regret saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. Mulan.
Mulan, is it right? How many people said it? There's your red line. Below that red line, through to the next round. Mulan. Well done. And you're through. Might this be our lowest scoring film title? Yes, it is. 11 points. Very, very well done indeed, Fred. The best score in the round. That takes your total up to 43. Richard.
Yeah, very well played, Fred. A retelling of the old Chinese folktale, Mulan. If you had said Aladdin, would have scored you 34. Would have been safe as well. One of the highest scorers. We've seen all the highest scorers, actually. Bambi, Cinderella, they were the 2 highest scorers. Aladdin was pretty high. Dumbo, Cars, those are the big ones. Let's take a look at some of the lowest scoring ones. There's only one pointless answer in the whole round. So very well done at home if you said dinosaur. From 2000, it was a pointless answer, would have won some money. It's a very good answer. Hercules, a good answer with 1 bolt, which came up very recently. That would have scored you 2, so all good answers.
Thanks very much, Richard. So at the end of round 1, the losing pair with the highest score, I'm afraid to say, Trevor and Alan.
What can I say?
Oh, you've come all this way from Dumfries, and you have been for absolutely brilliant contestants. Great shame to be saying goodbye to you so soon, but thank you so much for playing. Brilliant.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
All you have to remember is this: the pair with the highest score at the end of each round is the pair that gets eliminated. That's it. Best of luck to all 4 pairs. Our first category this afternoon is European geography. Can you all decide in your pairs who's going to go first, who's going to go second, and whoever's going first, please step up to the podium. OK, and the question concerns regions in European countries. Richard.
Yes, on each board, Xander is going to have to pronounce some regions from various European countries. You have to tell us what countries these regions are in, please. There'll be 7 lists on the first board, 7 on the second, 14 countries to guess at home.
Whoopee! OK, so we're looking for the countries in which you'd find these regions. Here's our first board of 7. Burgenland, Steiermark, Tyrol. Grand Est, Normandie, Occitanie. Cavan, Leitrim, Sligo. Brandenburg, Hessen, Saarland. Aveiro, Braganza, and Viano do Castelo. Somogь, Veszprém, and Zala, and Lapi, Pohjanmaa, and Uusimaa. Don't clap that. Oh. I'll read those all again. Burgenland, Steiermark, Tyrol. Grand Est, Normandie, Occitanie. Cavan, Leitrim, Sligo. Brandenburg, Hessen, Saarland. Aveiro, Braganza, and Viano do Castelo. Somogь, Veszprém, and Zala, and Lapi, Pohjanmaa, Uusimaa. There we are. Laura, welcome to Pointless. Here from Manchester. Tell us all about yourself, Laura.
Yeah, so I work at the Open University as a senior advisor. Basically, I help students with any problems they may have during their studies and sort of beyond. So that's what I do for work. Out of work, I enjoy going to gigs, musicals, films. Recently started doing yoga as well. So,
Very
yeah.
good indeed. Well, that's very exciting. Lovely full life you lead there, Laura. How are we liking the regions of Europe?
Ooh, I mean, looking at the board, it is quite tricky, if I'm honest with you. So I'm going to go for the second one.
Yeah.
And I'm going to go for France.
You're going to go for France. Yes. OK. France, there we are, the one with Normandy in it. Let's see if that's right. Let's see how many of our 100 people spotted France. Wow, down it goes 43. Not bad at all. Good start to the show.
Yeah, Normandy, that's in France. That's Normandy. That's French for Normandy.
It's funny that, isn't it? Yes.
Grand Est is French for Grand East.
Yeah.
That's where Strasbourg is the capital of Grand Est. And Occitanie, Toulouse is the capital of Occitanie.
Thank you very much. Now, Jackie.
Hello.
Welcome back. Remind us all about yourself, Jackie.
Well, I'm a nurse, works in school nursing. And one of my interests is that I'm a coach for Special Olympics. I do coaching of boccia.
Boccia, what's that?
It's a precision sport belonging to the balls family. So it's played with red and blue balls. Each team has a different colour. And similar to balls, you have to aim at the jack. So the Paralympics have adopted it. It's very much one of their sports.
And you're a coach?
I'm a coach, but for Special Olympics. So all our athletes have intellectual disabilities. We're kind of the third hand of the Olympics family.
Very good indeed.
Yeah.
Excellent. Well, Jackie, what are you going to go for on our board here?
Well, now I'm stuck. So...
It's not as easy as you might think, is it?
No. I'm going 4 down, and I'm going to say Germany.
Germany.
Fingers crossed.
Says Jackie. OK, let's see how many of our 100 people said Germany. It is Germany. 43 is our only score so far, and you passed. Down to 33. Very well done.
Yeah, Brandenburg being a big clue there. Berlin is in the middle of Brandenburg, and the Brandenburg Gate is in the middle of Berlin.
There we are. That's nice. Thank you very much indeed, Richard. Hanifa, welcome to Pointless. Lovely to have you here. Tell us all about yourself.
So I investigate financial complaints during the day as my day job.
During the day?
During the day.
What do you do when you're not doing that?
Mainly taking care of 2 little rabbits.
I thought you were going to say children, and then we said rabbits. I was thinking, that's a nice pet name for them.
Yeah.
But, yeah, actual, what sort of rabbits are they?
Very mini ones.
Oh, literally little rabbits.
Very mini, but lots of naughtiness.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, they sound awful, don't they? Tiny little naughty rabbits. Oh, no thanks.
That's very sweet. Now, Hanifa, our regions here, what are you going to go for?
This is not good. I'm just going to have a guess for the top one and say the Netherlands. Hold on.
OK, the Netherlands for the top one. Let's see if it's right. Let's see how many of our 100 people said the Netherlands. Oh. I'm afraid that's an incorrect answer. That's 100 points. That scores you, sorry.
Yeah, sorry, Hanifa. I'll give all the correct answers at the end of the pass.
OK, thank you very much indeed. Now, Kevin, welcome. Good to have you here. Tell us all about yourself, Kevin.
I'm a non-exec director for a couple of companies, but my main way of passing the time is I play in a band with Drew.
OK, we've got to try and guess what you do in the band. I think you are lead guitarist.
I am, yeah. It's not a boy band, by the way, if you're thinking.
And do you think Drew on keyboards?
I think Drew might do a bit of vocals.
No, really?
Do you think? No,
No,
keyboards.
sadly no.
Keyboards, drums.
The talent in the band.
Yeah.
Tell by the arms.
Well, you can't tell by the arms because that was your 5th guess.
No, but look, he's got a bit of definition there. That is from the guy plays the drums, the guy with the van, and does all the lifting.
There you go.
So there we are. Got it. OK. Kevin. Kevin, you're the last person to have this board. Do you fancy talking us through it?
I think these are all guesses. I think the first one might be Austria. The one under Germany, maybe Portugal. Don't know the next one. And the bottom one, Poland. but I think I'm going to go for the Cavan, Leitrim, Sligo and say Ireland.
Ireland. OK, Ireland for the third one down. Let's see if that's right. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Ireland. It is Ireland. Look at that for a score, 28. 28 for Ireland.
I mean, that's a stunningly low score.
Isn't it?
For Ireland. You actually took us through the rest of them quite nicely, Kevin. You're quite right, the top one, Tyrol being the big clue there, is Austria. We've scored 17. Sports fans are good at these because there's lots of teams that have these names in, or you see sort of similar word foundations. And you're quite right about the next one down, it's Portugal as well. Braga there being a clue for sports fans, 10 points. The next one down is Hungary. Hungary would have scored you 6 points. And you know the bottom one?
I don't.
It's very like their language. It's Finland.
Oh, of course. Yes,
Yeah.
I see what you mean.
Would have scored you 15. Yeah, Lappi being Lapland.
Yeah. Thank you very much indeed. We're halfway through the round. Let's have a quick look at those scores. 28, the best score of the past. Look at that. Ireland. Well done, Kevin. Then up to 33, where we find Jackie and Helen. 43 is where we find Laura and Jack. 100, I'm afraid, Hanifa and Tahira. But that could all change in the next pass, Tahira. It's all in your hands. So good luck with that. We're going to come back down the line now. Will the second players please step up to the podium? OK, let's put 7 more sets of regions up on the board. And here they are. We have got Calabria, Liguria and Umbria, Canio, Encamp, Escaldes and Gordani, Attiki, Peloponnesus, Thessalia, Friesland, Groningen, Limburg, Luzerne, Neuchâtel, Zug, Cantabria, Galicia, Mercia, and Finnmark, Nordland, Telemark. I'll read those all again. Calabria, Liguria and Umbria, Canio, Encamp, Escaldes and Gordani, Attiki, Peloponnesus, Thessalia, Friesland, Groningen, Limburg, Luzerne, Neuchâtel, Zug, Cantabria, Galicia, Mercia, and Finnmark, Nordland, Telemark. OK, now, Drew, what kind of music do you play?
We do a lot of covers from the 60s up until the present. We play pubs, weddings, parties, anything at all. London, Suffolk, Essex. But basically, we'll go anywhere. We just love playing music, and it's fantastic.
In fact, what are you called?
The Old Street Rockers.
Nice.
We originally started in Old Street, started doing charity gigs, but now we do 40, 50 gigs a year. So virtually every weekend we're out playing gigs. And that's my full-time job now.
Brilliant. Good stuff. Now, Drew, there you are. 28. Brilliant low score from Kevin in the first pass. 71 or less at this stage keeps you in the game.
OK. I'm a big Glasgow Rangers fan, and I've been to see Rangers in a few places in Europe. But I'm going to go for Luzerne, Neuchâtel and Zug, which I think is Switzerland.
You're going to go for Switzerland. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Switzerland. Here's your red line. Is right. Well done, Drew. That's a good answer. Down it goes. Through you go to round 2 to 19 there. Lowest score so far, by the way. 47.
So very well played, Drew. It genuinely is useful being a football fan if you want to do European countries. Neuchâtel Xamax, not famous football team, but, you know, you tend to play them in the first round of the Europa League, that sort of thing.
Thank you very much indeed, Richard. Now, Tahira, welcome to the show. Lovely to have you here. Tell us all about yourself, Tahira.
I'm currently a student at the moment.
Where are you doing that?
Westminster.
And what are you studying?
Psychology.
Very good. And what are your interests?
Well, when I'm not at uni, I've got a part-time job working in a jeweller's, so that takes up a lot of time as well.
That's nice. What do you do there? What's your job in the
So
jeweller's
really,
shop?
the main thing is that like people will come in and we'll sell them it's mainly like diamonds and watches with us. So yeah, we mainly sell that.
Do you know, if I worked in a jeweller's shop, my problem would be this. Every person who came in, I'd be thinking, they've got a gun. Every single person comes in, I'd have my hand sort of slightly... I'd be pretending very casually that I was chatting to them with one hand on the button. But you're more trusting than I am.
No, at first I was a bit nervous. I was like, just hold on to everything. But now I'm there like, yeah, no, it's fine. I've got it.
Excellent. OK, now, Tahira, high scorers at the moment. We need a low score from you.
I don't know whether to play it safe or take a gamble, but I think I'm going to play it safe and go with the third one down. And I think that's Greece.
OK, the third one down, Greece. Let's see if that's right. No red line for you at the moment because you're the high scorers. How many people said Greece? is right. 49 takes your total up to 149.
Yeah, Attiki. Athens is the main city in Attiki.
Nice. Helen, welcome back. Remind us all about yourself, Helen.
I was quite apprehensive about this question because I am a geography teacher.
Yes. Yes, that's right.
But in my spare time, I really enjoy going to gigs, tribute acts, musical theatre, just anything that's live.
Oh, that's fun. Have you
jazz
ever come
hands.
across a band? Yeah, they play in the sort of East Anglia. Well, they play anywhere really, but the Old Street Rockers. I don't know if you've come across them at all.
I think they're on my list of sort of things to go and see. I've heard good things.
Yes, so have I. Ones to watch out for, I think, Helen. Here's good news. You're through to the next round. Doesn't matter what you score.
Yeah, I have been trying to plan a little European city trip, but that hasn't helped. So I'm going to have a bit of a guess at the bottom one and say Denmark.
OK, well, let's see if it's right. Doesn't matter if it's not. You're still through to the next round. No red line, therefore. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Denmark. No. Not Denmark, I'm afraid. Scores you 100 points, takes your total up to 133, but you're through.
Yeah, you are through again. I'll give all the correct answers at the end of the pass.
Thanks very much, Richard. Now then, Jack, welcome. Tell us all about yourself, Jack.
So I work at an exam board in Manchester, and in my spare time, I'm quite a keen golfer, so spend a lot of time on the golf course.
Very good. So the exam board, what's your particular role there? What do you do?
So I'm a team leader in customer services, so it's looking after queries that we get from teachers and some students.
OK, well, yes. So the summer is not it's not an easy time for you. No.
Yeah, some difficult queries.
OK, now, Jack, here we go. You're on 43 again, doesn't matter what you score. But do you fancy talking us through that board, filling in some of the blanks for us?
So I would guess that the bottom one is Sweden. I think the next one up is Spain. The other two I wouldn't like to make a guess at. So I think I'll go for the second from bottom and say Spain.
OK, Spain says Jack. No red line, you're already through. How many people said Spain? Is right. That goes down to 40. Takes your total up to 83.
Now, I know there'll be people at home, travellers especially, who would have gone through both boards, but I bet there's one up there that you're having trouble with. We will get to that one. We'll fill in the other ones first. The top one, Calabria, Umbria, etc. Italy. Which scored 29. We'll leave the second one because you'll probably spot that it's quite a hard one. Friesland, Groningen and Limburg.
Is that Netherlands?
Netherlands, yeah. 11 for that. Now, this is not Sweden, it's not Denmark. Norway. 19 points for that. Now, this is the best answer on the board. Now, I haven't heard of any of these places, but it looks a little bit Spanish and it looks a little bit French.
So it's going to be in that little bit called Andorra.
Andorra is the right answer. It is Andorra.
Look at that.
Would have scored 5 points. So very well done if you worked that out at home.
Thank you very much indeed. Well, we are at the end of our first round, which means we have to say goodbye to one of our pairs. I'm sorry. Oh, dear. Tahira and Hanifa, this is where we say goodbye to you. You'll be back next time, though. Yeah, and we won't have this. It won't be this again. So, you know, you can soar next time. But meantime, thank you very much for playing, Tahira and Hanifa. But we gave 100 people 100 seconds to name as many countries beginning with C as they could. But, Richard, can you elaborate on that?
Yeah, we're essentially looking for any sovereign state that's a member of the UN, so any sort of regular country in the world. It's got to be the English pronunciation of their name, and absolutely crucially, it's got to begin with C. That's the main thing. No, Denmark is very much a no-no on this.
OK. Right, well, thank you for that, Richard. That's cleared things up. OK, Eric and Keith, you're our first pair, and Eric, you've nominated yourself to go first.
Well, we agreed. I'm not sure I nominated myself.
I like that. I like that distinction. Good. What are you going to go for?
I will go for Chile.
Chile. You're going to go for Chile. That means you're looking to score as few points as possible. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Chile. Oh, it's good. Oh! That'll do. Not bad. That means 39 of our 100 people said Chile. John and Stuart, you're next. Stuart, what are you going to go for?
I'll go for Chad.
Chad?
Yeah.
You're looking to score as few points as possible. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Chad. good. 11 of our 100 people said Chad. Just to remind you all, we are looking for the lowest number of points. OK, a country beginning with C. And we are over to Karina and Sasha. Karina, you're first up.
I think I'll say Cambodia.
Cambodia. Well, you're looking to score as few points as possible. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Cambodia. It's pretty good. 25. So 25 out of our 100 people said Cambodia. Anjali, what are you going to go for?
I'm going to go for Corsica.
Corsica. Corsica. OK, it is a risk, but you're looking to score as little as possible. You want an obscure country that as few of our 100 people will have named. Let's see how many went for Corsica. Oh! Unfortunately, that is another wrong answer, which means you score the maximum of 100 points. Richard.
Yeah, that's tough. Again, it's not its own country. It's a region of France, unfortunately.
Oh dear. Bad luck. Well, we are halfway through that round. And Jonathan and Stuart, you're doing incredibly well with the lowest score of 11. You keep the score low like that in the second part of the round and you'll definitely be through to the next stage. But Phil and Wendy and AJ and Anjali, things aren't looking good for you at all, as you've both got the highest number you could have on 100. On any other game show, of course, that would be doing pretty well, but this is pointless, where the object is to score as little as possible. So you've got to try and score as low as possible on the next pass. Now we're going to come back up the line. Can the second players please take their places at the podium? OK, AJ, it's your turn. We're looking for a country beginning with C. You need to score as little as possible. If possible, a pointless.
No pressure.
No pressure at all.
I'm going to go for Central African Republic.
Central African Republic. Yes. Central African Republic. Let's see how many of our 100 people said that. That's good. Oh, it's very good. Well done. Fantastic. That adds another £250, so our jackpot now stands at a frankly obscene £4,750. Well done. Well, you did score that elusive pointless. Let's hope it's enough to keep you in the game. Right, now to Sasha and Karina. Our current high scorers are Wendy and Phil and AJ and Anjali on 100, so you want to be scoring 74 or less to be absolutely safe. There's the red line. You want to be getting below that. Sasha, your turn.
I'm going to say Cyprus.
You're going to go with Cyprus. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Cyprus. You're safe. Oh, might it be pointless? No. $20 points. That takes your total to 45. You're safe. You're definitely in the next round. Wendy and Phil. Wendy, your turn.
I'm going to take a massive risk because I'm not 100% sure. But what the heck? I'm going to go for Crete.
Crete. OK, you're going to say Crete. You are currently on 100. The high score at the moment is 100. You have to score as little as possible. There's a chance the remaining pairs might go over 100, but the lower you can keep this, the better. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Crete. Oh, bad luck. Unfortunately, that's a wrong answer, which earns you the maximum of 100 points. Richard, tell us.
Yeah, I'm so sorry. It's part of Greece. That's really tough luck on two different answers.
I'm so sorry. You have scored the maximum of 200 points, so I'm afraid you are definitely eliminated at the end of this round. But for the remaining pairs, there are several more pointless answers out there, so if you can try and get those, you can build up that jackpot for later on. Jonathan and Stuart, John, your turn. What are you going to go with?
I'll go with Costa Rica.
Costa Rica. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Costa Rica. Oh, very good. Oh. Close, but I suspect there are a few coffee drinkers in amongst that 100. Well, that takes your total up to 21. Keith and Eric. Keith.
I think I'll go for a revolutionary answer and go for Cuba.
Cuba. Excellent. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Cuba. That means 16 out of our 100 people said Cuba. That takes your score to 55. So that's the end of round one, and the losing pair with a record-breakingly high score of 200 is Phil and Wendy. Bad luck. I mean, you were brave, though. Richard, what answers should they have gone for?
There were 3 pointless answers, one of which we've already had, which was the Central African Republic. The other two were both island groups. There's the Cape Verde Islands and the Comoros as well would have got you pointless, would have got you 0. Nobody said those at all. The worst answers you could have given, Canada top, China second, Chile third.
Very good. Well, thanks, Richard. Phil and Wendy, that was your second and final chance on the show. You just didn't have the pointless knowledge you needed to win, I'm afraid. So we do have to say goodbye to you. The head-to-head. Here is your first question, and it concerns instruments with 4 syllables in their names. Richard.
I'll show you 5 pictures now of some musical instruments. They all have 4 syllables in their names, but what are those names?
Thank you very much indeed. What are these instruments? 5 of them. A. B. C. D. And E. OK. Right, Alex and Elaine, you're going to go first. You're our golden couple. Feel free to confer.
So C. Yeah. Okay. We are going to go C, and I think that's an ocarina.
Ocarina, say Alex and Elaine. Neil, I didn't see what the look was you gave Alex and Elaine there, but I'm guessing I know what it was. Neil, do you want to talk us through the rest of that board?
I can talk you through one of them, which is A, didgeridoo. Katie, do you know the others?
Didgeridoo or accordion? Let's go be safe. Let's go didgeridoo. or should we...
No, we'll go safe with A, in case C is wrong.
OK, so you're going to go for didgeridoo.
Didgeridoo. Yeah.
So we have ocarina and didgeridoo. Alex and Elaine went for ocarina for C. Let's see how many of our 100 people said ocarina. Ocarina is right. That goes down to 11. Very well done indeed. Neil and Katie, meanwhile, have gone for didgeridoo for A. Let's see if that's right. Let's see how many of our 100 people said didgeridoo. Didgeridoo is absolutely right. 36. But very well done, Alex and Elaine. You won that one, and after one question, you are therefore up 1-0.
Yeah, ocarina's a lovely answer. There's an answer up there that would have beaten it, but it's that would be a very obscure one. B
is a ukulele.
It is ukulele. That would have scored you 40. D, you're quite right, was accordion. Scores a few more points, 58 points for that. And E.
If I had to guess, hurdy-gurdy?
I guessed hurdy-gurdy, and we're both wrong.
Oh.
This is a Swedish instrument. It's called a nickel harper. And it's a pointless answer.
Wow.
So very well done if you said that.
Fascinating. Thank you very much indeed. Here comes the third question. This is the decider. Whoever wins this one goes through to the final to play for that £13,500 jackpot. Best of luck to both pairs. Our third question is all about Olympic sports played without balls. Richard.
Yeah, we're going to give you the initial letter of 5 such sports. We're also going to show you 2 British medalists in these sports. But what are the sports, please? Very best of luck to both teams.
Thank you very much indeed. Let's have a look at these clues. 5 of them, all Olympic sports played without balls. Gail Ems, Nathan Robertson, B. Bianca Walkden, Lutalo Mohammed, T. Gemma Gibbons, Neil Adams, J. Vicky Holland, Alistair Brownlee, T. And Nicola Adams, Joe Joyce, B. I'll read those all again. Gail Ems, Nathan Robertson, B. Bianca Walkden, Lutalo Mohammed, T. Gemma Gibbons, Neil Adams, J. Vicky Holland, Alistair Brownlee, T. And Nicola Adams, Joe Joyce, B. Now then, Alex and Elaine get to go first.
We're going to go for the Gemma Gibbons and Neil Adams and say judo.
OK, judo. Judo, say Alex and Elaine. Now, Neil and Katie. Do you want to talk us through the rest of that board?
I will try. Gail Ems is badminton. I would guess at taekwondo for Bianca Walkden, triathlon for Alistair Brownlee, and boxing for Nicola Adams. We're going to go for Gail Ems, Nathan Robertson, badminton.
OK, badminton for the top one. We have judo and we have badminton. Alex and Elaine went for judo for Gemma Gibbons and Neil Adams. Let's see how many of our 100 people said judo. Judo's right. Down that goes to 42. Neil and Katie, meanwhile, have gone for badminton for Gail Ems and Nathan Robertson. Let's see how many of our 100 people said badminton. Badminton is right. And it beats it! Down it goes, just. I mean, these have been incredibly close and well done. That means Neil and Katie, after 3 questions, you're through to the final 2-1.
What a terrific head-to-head. Very, very close. Could have been anyone's that. You took us through the board beautifully there as well, because you're quite right about all of them. Best answer on the board as well you got, which is Bianca Walkden and Lutalo Mohammed, which is taekwondo. Would have scored you 15 points. Vicky Holland and Alistair Brownlee, triathlon, as you said, would have scored you 49, and the boxing one at the bottom would have scored 53.
Thank you very much indeed. So the pair leaving us at the end of the head-to-head round, I'm afraid it's Alex and Elaine. You've been fantastic, though. We've had low score after low score from you across the show, so I am very confident on your return you'll be able to get your way back to the head-to-head next time. But in the meantime, thank you very much for playing, Alex and Elaine. OK, and the question concerns things displayed on 50p pieces. Richard.
Yeah, 2019 was the 50th anniversary of the 50p piece being introduced to the UK. We're going to ask you 7 questions on each pass about things that have been on commemorative 50p coins during that time. So it'll be 7 on the first pass, 7 on the second, 14 in all to have a go at home. So things that have been on 50p pieces in their first 50 years of their history.
Thank you very much indeed, Richard. So let's reveal our first board of 7 things that have been on 50p pieces, and here they come. We have got the physicist whose book Brief Answers to the Big Questions was published posthumously in 2018, the artist who designed the reverse sides of the UK's first decimal coins, Battle of 1066 that ended in the defeat of Harold II of England, the scientist who became Master of the Royal Mint in 1699, the student who in May 1954 became the first runner to break the 4-minute mile barrier, the composer of the 1940s work The Young Person's Guide to the Orchestra, and the rule explained on the London 2012 football 50p coin. I'll read those one last time. The physicist whose book, Brief Answers to the Big Questions, was published posthumously in 2018. The artist who designed the reverse sides of the UK's first decimal coins. Battle of 1066 that ended in the defeat of Harold II of England. The scientist who became Master of the Royal Mint in 1699. The student who in May 1954 became the first runner to break the 4-minute mile barrier. The composer of the 1940s work, The Young Person's Guide to the Orchestra. And the rule explained on the London 2012 football 50p coin. There we are. Tom, remind us all about yourself.
Yes, I'm Tom from Edinburgh, and I'm a financial services recruiter. And my friend John here used to work with me in financial services recruitment as well.
There, I'm proud Edinburghian. Edinburgh. Let's fix on Edinburgh. We're going to go with that. Tell us something about yourself, Tom, that nobody knew.
So I'm part of a squash club, so I play squash competitively a few times a month, and I've also competed in a number of skiing competitions around Europe and in Canada.
Do you notice how Tom couldn't look me in the eye when he said all that? Just couldn't look me in the eye.
Really?
Yeah, delivered it all out there.
Yeah, it's because he's a showman.
Possibly the greatest.
Yeah, the greatest showman.
There we are. OK, Tom, what are the answers to these clues? They've all been designs on 50p pieces. What's it going to be?
Going to go for the Battle of 1066 that ended in defeat of Harold II of England. Go for Battle of Hastings.
Battle of Hastings, says Tom. Let's see how many of our 100 people knew that. It's right. 73. Well, it gets us off to a good start, Tom.
Yeah, released in 2016, 950 years after that battle. And it showed whoever it is, almost certainly not Harold, being shot in the eye with the arrow.
We'd have known more about it, I think, if it had been shot in the eye,
Exactly.
surely.
I think it was Dave. Dave Archer.
Thank you very much indeed, Richard. Now, John P.
Hi.
Look at that. Lovely to have you here, John. Tell us all about yourself.
I used to be an electronics engineer. I retired 2 years ago, as did my wife, Sue. We've been married for 50 years. Back in the 60s, I used to play in various bands around London and American Air Force bases. And
what did you
retired.
play? What did you play?
Guitar and bass.
Guitar and bass guitar. So
Yeah.
what kind of bands were you playing?
We used to play blues, lots of covers, Beatles stuff, 60s, anything that people wanted to hear.
That's right. Do you still play?
No, I mess around with an acoustic guitar, get together with some friends sometime and we
that's nice.
relive old memories, but nothing serious.
Nothing serious. Now, John, what are you going to go for on our 50p piece board?
It's difficult, but...
There are a couple up there, aren't there?
I think I'll have to go for the student who in May 1954 broke the 4-minute barrier, which was Roger Bannister.
Roger Bannister, says John P. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Roger Bannister. It's right. 73 is the only score we have so far, and you passed that. 53. There we are.
Well played, John, released in 2004 to commemorate 50 years of that event. It's just a pair of legs with a stopwatch in the background. So not even got Roger Bannister's face. Literally just his legs.
Just his legs.
Someone at some point must have put banisters in Roger Bannister's house. That is an anecdote. But some carpenter or something must have gone and fixed Roger Bannister's banisters.
I've just done Roger's banisters, that's nice, yeah.
It'd be someone in a pub somewhere like Henley or something.
Yeah.
Who's dined out on that for years and no one believes him.
Yeah.
But someone must say, listen, Roger Bannister didn't go through his entire life with his banisters intact. That's for sure. If you have at any point, or did at any point, fix Roger Bannister's banisters, do let us know.
Thank you.
Equally, if you ever fix Lionel Blair's stairs.
Thank you very much indeed. OK, now, Julie.
Hello.
Julie, welcome back. Lovely to have you here from Glasgow. Remind us all about yourself, Julie.
I'm Julie. I'm a fundraising manager from Glasgow. I'm also a big animal lover, so I'm a trustee for a dog and cat home in Edinburgh as well. So travel a bit to Edinburgh too.
So being a trustee of a dog and cat home, what does that involve you doing?
I sit on the board and support the management team to make sure we can look after as many dogs and cats as we can.
Very nice. What sort of capacity do you have in a home like that? Well, that's putting you on the spot, I'm afraid.
Yeah. There's too many.
You can either say too many. There we are. But they come in at a faster rate than you can find homes for them.
Yeah, unfortunately. Yeah.
OK, Julie, there is your board. Which of these 50p pieces are you going to go for?
I think I'm going to have to go for the bottom one and say the offside rule.
The offside rule. OK, let's see if that's right. Let's see how many of our 100 people said the offside rule. It's right. 73 is the high score, 53 is the low. You passed both of them. 43, all the threes. Look at that.
Yeah, they minted 29 different commemorative coins for the 2012 Olympics. That seems too many to me.
How did they illustrate the offside rule?
Maybe with a referee's assistant raising a flag and someone at home going...
Yeah. Thank you very much indeed. OK, now then, Billy.
Right.
Billy, welcome to Pointless. Good to have you here from the Wirral.
Yeah.
Tell us all about yourself, Billy.
So I'm a care manager for people with learning disabilities and mental health. I also like to play American football.
How often do you play American football?
I've recently stopped. I stopped to get married, and that just kind of turned into a longer period of time than I wanted it to be, but I'm trying to get
back in. Has someone come and filled your place?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, it's the dog-eat-dog world of American football. I can't believe it. Well, I hope someone's watching and feels sorry for you and gets you back in the side. Billy, this board is all yours. Do you want to go through it and fill in all the blanks that have been left for you?
All the answers that I know have been taken, to be honest.
You can
with
have fun guessing.
I knew the Battle of Hastings, the offsides rule is what I would have went for, to be honest with you. I don't know any composers. I'm a little bit too young for that. Yeah, I'm really stuck.
This
at the
is
moment.
fun. You're literally going to have to make something up. What do you want? Do you want to make up a physicist or a composer or a scientist?
What I'd go for is the physicist whose book brief answers to the big question. But what I'd say is Stephen Hawking, but I'm not sure if that's the right answer.
Stephen Hawking sounds like a good candidate. Let's try it. Stephen Hawking says, Billy, how many of our 100 people said Stephen Hawking? It is absolutely Stephen Hawking. Very well done indeed, Billy. Down it goes. 43 is our lowest score, and you pass it down to 29. Very well done indeed. Well, that felt very nicely.
Could only be Stephen Hawking. And yeah, that features his equation for black hole thermodynamics.
All on the back of a 50p coin.
Yeah, would you like me to go through it?
Please.
It's a... Sorry? Oh, Hugh Edwards says he's got to do the news, so we can't. Let's go through this board, shall we? We'll leave the artist, because that is a pointless answer. The scientist who became Master of the Royal Mint?
I'm going to guess Isaac Newton.
You are correct.
Oh, see.
Yep. 15, for that you'll know the composer.
Benjamin Britten.
Benjamin Britten. Would have scored you 14 points, and very, very well done at home if you knew this one as a pointless answer, and it was Christopher Ironside. Christopher Ironside, a pointless answer. Good to have someone doing one side of a metal coin and whose name to be called Ironside.
Copper side would be better, but, you know.
Or nickel side.
Or nickel side, yeah.
Or Nicholas Copperside.
I never finished that book. Thank you very much indeed. OK, well, we're halfway through the round. Let's have a look at those scores. 29, the best score. Very well done indeed. But see, sometimes it's worth being on that last podium, because you would never have gone for that if you'd been further up the line. So there we are, 29, then we travel up to 43. It was all in the right order. 43, Julian Ian, well done. 53, John P. and Sue, well done. And 73, Tom and John L. So a little bit of work from you needed, John L., to keep you in the game, but good luck with that. We're going to come back down the line now. Will the second players please step up to the podium? OK, let's put 7 more clues up on the board, and here they are. These are all 50p designs. What are they? Stories about this fictional detective include The Sign of the Four and The Final Problem. The historic landscape garden and UNESCO World Heritage Site in the borough of Richmond-upon-Thames, the medal that has been the highest decoration for valour in the British Armed Forces since 1856, the lexicographer who published his Dictionary of the English Language in 1755, the conservation organisation established in 1961 that's known for its panda logo, the city that hosted the 2014 Commonwealth Games, and the name most commonly given to the 6th of June 1944 when Allied forces landed in Normandy. I'll read those all again. Stories about this fictional detective include The Sign of the Four and The Final Problem, the historic landscape garden and UNESCO World Heritage Site in the borough of Richmond-upon-Thames, the medal that has been the highest decoration for valour in the British Armed Forces since 1856, the lexicographer who published his Dictionary of the English Language in 1755, the conservation organisation established in 1961 that's known for its panda logo, the city that hosted the 2014 Commonwealth Games, and the name most commonly given to the 6th of June 1944 when Allied forces landed in Normandy. Gary, you are welcome. Good to have you here on Pointless. Tell us all about yourself.
I travel up and down the country trying to sell our wares. I sell medical equipment to the NHS.
Do you sell very high-end medical equipment?
It's quite a mix. We sell things as high-end as defibrillators, but then we sell little plasters about that big.
Have you got a spiel, Gary?
It depends what we're selling.
I'm picturing you on sort of Dragon's Den type, that kind of thing. What are your hobbies, Gary, when you get back
I'm currently learning to play the guitar with my little girl. It's given me more of a chance of influencing her taste in music. Steer her away from what her mother listens to.
Yes, very good. Very good. OK, Gary, there you are on 29. Fabulous performance from Billy. Pulled one out of the bag there. Can you do the same on this board? What are the answers to these clues? They've all been designs on 50p pieces.
I'm thinking the conversation organisation established in 1961 as the WWF.
The WWF, says Gary, for conservation. OK, let's see if that's right. There's your red line. Get below that. Through you go to round 2. It is right. 54, not bad at all. I think you've done enough there. Takes your total up to 83. Very well done.
Very well done, yeah. Later branched out into wrestling.
Thank you very much. 9 to add to that. Thank you. Yep. Look at that, beautiful. All the 3s there now. Because it was bothering me before that 29 wasn't ending in 3, and now
Let's
look.
stop here.
Yeah, brilliant. Now then, Ian.
Hi.
Ian, welcome back.
Thank you.
Remind us all about yourself, Ian.
My name's Ian, I'm from Glasgow. I work in IT and also a keen guitarist.
Quite a lot of... Did anyone bring any guitars with them? That green room could have been amazing.
That's a shame.
That is a shame.
Oh.
That'd be fun.
No.
All of them picking away on... No, you're right. No. Ian, we're not playing guitar and not working for your charity. What else? What else do you do?
I like to spend time with my 4-year-old daughter and, like yourself, I'm trying to influence her taste in music.
Very good. How's that going?
We're getting there with the Beatles. That's quite easy.
That's good. Excellent. Good stuff. Now, Ian, there you are. You're on 43. If you can score 39 or less, you're home and dry.
Unsurprisingly, I'm going to take the city that hosted the 2014 Commonwealth Games. That was Glasgow.
Glasgow, says Ian. That was a gimme, wasn't it? OK, here's your red line. If you can get below that with Glasgow, through you go to round 2. It is Glasgow. Very well done. Look at that. Well, 16. Lowest individual score of the round so far. 59 is your total.
Well played, Ian. That fell very nicely. Yeah, people from Glasgow are called Glasborgians.
Thank goodness we sorted that out. Thank you very much indeed, Richard. Sue, welcome to Pointless.
Hello.
Lovely to have you here. Tell us all about yourself, Sue.
I'm a retired school secretary. I worked my best last job in an international school, 73 nationalities across the teachers and pupils. So that was absolutely wonderful. But I'm equally ecstatic about being retired.
Oh.
I read a lot now, and I've taken up aqua aerobics, which is...
Wow.
I know, but it's really good.
I bet.
Well,
hard work.
I've got arthritis, but it actually helps. So,
yeah,
and
I bet.
We spend more time with our grandchildren now, and I can say hello to Brooke. She's
Brooke.
3.
Hi, Brooke. Fantastic. Sue, that sounds lovely. Now, you are on 53. We're looking for a score of 29 or less from you.
I know a few of them. I think I'm going to go for the historic landscape garden and say Q.
You're going to go for Q. Q, says Sue. Here is your red line. Can you get below that with Q? Let's find out. It is Q. And you've done it. Very well done. Look at that. 26. Perfectly judged. Taking your total up to 79.
Beautifully played, Sue. Well done. Yeah, it came out. It celebrated 250 years of Kew Gardens.
It's amazing, Kew. It's fun.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is there a big queue?
Do you think a lot of people maybe don't go to Kew Gardens just because subliminally
Oh, they think it'll take.
oh,
Yeah,
it's
they think it'll take too long.
Yeah. Always liked that Michael McIntyre gag. We said, "My car, the cars getting from A to B, but I live in Kew." That's good. Thank you very much indeed. So, John L. John L. Welcome back. Remind us all about yourself, John.
So I'm John, and I work in recruitment like Tom. But in my spare time, I like to play rugby, and I also like to think I'm an all right cook.
So what do you cook?
My, I guess, speciality would be a beef Wellington.
Oh, no, that's not easy. No. Not for the faint-hearted. So, a fillet of beef?
Yes.
Do you make it with pâté? Do you put a bit of pâté in there? Sometimes you do.
Mushroom and chestnut sometimes.
Oh, very nice.
But mostly it's a lot of butter and bacon to help serve.
A lot of butter and bacon. That just sounds amazing.
Yeah.
John, now then, you have to score 9 or less.
Sorry.
That board's all yours. Do you fancy just sort of taking us gently through it?
Yeah. So I know the bottom one is fairly sure it's D-Day, the D-Day landings. Then the medal, that was the highest decoration. That's the Victoria Cross. I'm not sure about the one about the dictionary. I think my best shout would probably be taking a punt on the top one. So I think I'll go with Sherlock Holmes.
Sherlock Holmes for the top one. OK, let's see if that's right. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Sherlock Holmes. There is your red line. It's right. 32 for Sherlock Holmes. 105, your total.
Yeah, released in 2019, that coin. It's rather sweet. It has a silhouette of Sherlock Holmes. But then it has the titles of lots of his most famous stories and cases. But obviously it's a 50-pence piece, so they are written in very, very, very tiny writing. And the designer said the way to look at them is get out a magnifying glass. That's nice,
See,
isn't it?
that's just brilliant.
Clever, isn't it?
That's all clever art that we're all just carrying around in our pocket. We value it at just 50p. It's worth a lot more.
Yeah.
Surely.
Oh, well,
I mean,
I've got a 50p if you'd like to buy one from me.
I would gladly buy one.
£7.
Cheap at twice the price.
Excellent. Shall we fit in this board?
Yes.
The medal, you're quite right, was the Victoria Cross. Would not have seen you through because it would have scored 42, and you knew the bottom one as well was D-Day. That wouldn't have seen you through either because it would have scored 64, but the lexicographer would have seen you through. We only know 2 lexicographers in this country. One is Susie Dent, and the other one is...
Dr. Johnson, Samuel Johnson.
Dr. Samuel Johnson, absolutely. He would have scored you 8 points, would have seen you safely through.
Mm-hmm. Thank you very much indeed, Richard. Well, we are at the end of our first round. I know, it went by like that. We have to say goodbye to one of our pairs, and John L. and Tom, I'm sorry to say, it is you. It's been great having you on the show. Thank you so much for playing so well, but this is the end of the road. Thanks, John and Tom. OK, and the question concerns words made from Richard Osman. Words made from Richard Osman.
I didn't write it, I promise, yes. Essentially, I do another show called House of Games. I don't know if you've ever seen it. And on that, we make clues out of the contestants' names, and that's what we've done with my name here. So 7 clues on each board, and the answers will be somewhere in the letters of the name Richard Osman. We'll give you the first letter for each one as well. But what are the answers to these 7 clues? 14 in all to have a go at home. And I'm looking forward to seeing what's in my name.
What's in there?
Yeah.
Yeah. OK, well, let's reveal our first board of 7 clues. Here they come. A rower, especially as a member of a rowing team. O. Informal term for the way in which a person styles the top of their head. H. Grimly mocking or cynical. S. Small rectangular wind instrument, also called a mouth organ. H. Pasta in the shape of curved, narrow tubes, often cooked with cheese. M. 3-dimensional models depicting a scene against a background, sometimes in miniature form. D. And of a rich, deep red colour, almost purple. C. I'll read those all again. A rower, especially as a member of a rowing team. Informal term for the way in which a person styles the top of their head. Grimly mocking or cynical. Small rectangular wind instrument, also called a mouth organ. Pasta in the shape of curved, narrow tubes, often cooked with cheese. 3-dimensional models depicting a scene against a background, sometimes in miniature form. And of a rich, deep red colour, almost purple. Almost the colour of your... one of the many colours of your shirt, Matthew.
Thank you.
Oh, I'm so glad you didn't let us down on your reappearance on the show. Matthew, remind us all about yourself.
I'm a water leakage engineer from West Yorkshire, and in my free time I like to do a bit of travelling.
You know, you talked about someone bringing in some chutneys on the last show.
Yeah.
That was Matthew, I think.
It was Matthew.
It's not just water leakage.
No, it's not just...
Also,
no.
chutneys.
Fiji and
Chutneys.
water.
Do you make the chutney?
It's my sister who makes it.
Amazing.
Yeah, all by hand.
Ah.
I don't know how else you make a chutney. What else are you going to use? Combine harvester?
Depends what volume you're making, I guess.
suppose so.
Yeah. Matthew.
Yes.
Can you find the answers to these clues from the words Richard Osman?
Well, grimly mocking or cynical about someone's shirts could be described maybe as sardonic.
Sardonic. Sardonic. Sardonic. Let's see how many of our 100 people said that. It is right, Matthew. And it's a brilliant answer. Look at that. Well done, Matthew. Off to a flying start. No more of this 200 club nonsense from Podium 1, let me tell you. 2 for sardonic.
That's a very good answer on Podium 1. Well played. It comes from Sardinia. There was a plant in Sardinia which makes your face sort of look like it's convulsed in kind of laughter.
Is it very bitter? You go...
I think it must be. I think it must... Yes.
Yeah, I know that.
I think it must be.
How
Sardonic. It's a good thing to have in your name.
Yeah. And there's more.
Yeah, I
Oh,
see that.
yeah.
I see that.
That's just the beginning.
How multi-purpose. I'm looking forward to when we do this round on your name.
Oh, yes.
I bet they'll be doing that.
I imagine so at some
I'm going to come up with some words in your name.
I bet you are. Natasha,
Hi.
it's lovely to have you here. Tell us all about yourself, Natasha.
Yeah, so I'm from Manchester and I work as a specialist support worker for a local charity.
Excellent. And what do you like getting up to? What would be the most fun thing for you?
Oh, I love singing and dancing, but part of a local community gospel choir.
How big is it?
It's probably 50 plus. Yeah, 50 plus. Yeah.
What an amazing sound that must be.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's, beautiful sound.
Wonderful. Natasha, we're going to turn to Richard Osman.
Hello, Richard.
What are you going to go for?
I think I'm going to go for the bottom one, crimson.
Crimson. OK, crimson, says Natasha. Let's see how many of our 100 people said crimson. Crimson is right. 2 is the only score we have so far. 49 is what we get for crimson.
Yeah, that's in there as well. It's good to know, isn't it?
It's nice. Thank you very much indeed, Richard. Philippa, you are welcome here
Thank
at
you very
Pointers.
much.
Here from Devices.
Indeed.
Tell us all about yourself, Philippa.
I'm a retired civil servant, but not a spy.
OK, good. Glad we cleared that up. Thank you. That's what a spy would say, of course. But,
In my spare time, I do lots of things in Devices. I'm on the Devices Arts Festival Committee.
Lovely.
I'm a member of the CUDS, which is the Clean Up Devices Squad.
Good.
So we litter pick.
Have you got those machines?
We got the machines, we litter pick, and we weed.
That's just lovely.
Hey, there we go.
Now then, Philippa, what would you like to go
I'd
for?
like to go to the one just up from the bottom, diorama.
Diorama, says Philippa. Let's see how many of our 100 people went for diorama. It's right. 49's our high score and you pass it. 18 for diorama. Very well done indeed.
Very well played. Yeah, model railways and, miniature war games and stuff like that, they're also diorama.
Thank you very much, Richard. Joe, welcome back. Remind us all about yourself, Joe.
Yep, I'm from Stockton-on-Tees and I work for a family transport firm.
That's right, yeah. So will this one day be yours, Joe? Is that the idea?
For the
succession?
For the sake of everyone who works there, I hope not.
How long have you been there?
I've only been there about 6 years. I've mainly been... I use the word musician lightly, but I've played in bands since I was 14-year-old. So that's
what do you play?
Play the bass guitar.
When you first started at the haulage company, did everybody know that you were the son of a scion of the family?
The majority did, yeah.
You didn't assume an identity and
They all hated me, and pretty much
still do. Oh, Joe, that's not fair. I'm sure that's not true. I'm sure only some of them do. Joe, this board is all yours. Do you fancy talking us through it?
Well, the one I was hoping for is gone, which is diorama. I've drawn a blank on those top two. I really don't know. So I'll have to go with the small rectangular wind instrument as a harmonica.
Harmonica. Harmonica, says Joe. Let's see how many of our 100 people went for that. Harmonica. 63. 63 for harmonica. Not bad.
Invented by the same person who invented the accordion. Christian Buschmann, supposedly, anyway.
Interesting.
Shall we take a look at the rest of these?
Yes.
The rower?
Oarsman.
Richard
Oarsman.
Richard Oarsman. Would have scored you 53. The informal term there?
Hairdo.
Hairdo, yeah. Would have scored you 29. And the pasta?
Macaroni.
Yeah, I didn't know macaroni was in my name. How about that? 72 points for that. So sardonic is the best answer on the board. Very well played on podium 1.
Thank you very much indeed, Richard. Well, we're halfway through the round. Let's have a quick look at those scores. 2, Matthew, 2, I tell you. Best score of the past. Very well done indeed. Then we travel up to 18. Very well done, Philippa and Janet. Then up to 49, where we find Natasha and David. Then up to 63, where we find Joe and Katie. Katie, you know what we require of you. Let's find a nice low score on the next board. We're going to come back down the line now. Will the second players please step up to the podium? OK, we're going to put 7 more clues up on the board. All of these answers come from the words Richard and Osman. An arthropod such as a spider or scorpion. A. Compelling personal attractiveness or charm that can inspire devotion in others. C. A light railway vehicle manually propelled by cranks or levers. H. A unit of length equal to 1/1,000,000th of a metre. M. Former monetary unit of Greece replaced in 2002 by the euro. D. Loss of the sense of smell, either total or partial, A. And enclosed land used for planting and growing fruit trees, O. I'm going to read those again. An arthropod, such as a spider or scorpion. Compelling personal attractiveness or charm that can inspire devotion in others. A light railway vehicle, manually propelled by cranks or levers. A unit of length equal to 1/1,000,000th of a metre. Former monetary unit of Greece, replaced in 2002 by the euro. Loss of the sense of smell, either total or partial. And enclosed land used for planting and growing fruit trees. There we go. Katie, welcome back.
Thank you.
Remind us all about yourself, Katie.
I work part-time for a charity supporting survivors of sexual violence, and the other half of my time is spent looking after our son.
Your son, how old's your son?
He's 17 months nearly.
What's his name?
Heath.
Heath. Heath. Hi there, Heath. How are you doing? I can say this because by the time this goes out, he will be 7. Heath, all good? Yeah, well done, thank you. Now then, Katie, you are on 63.
I am.
You are the high scorers. We need a low score from you here.
OK. I'm going to have to go for the top one and say an arthropod, such as a spider or a scorpion, is an arachnid.
An arachnid, says Katie. No red line for you as you're currently the high scorers. But with an answer like that, that could all change. Let's see how many of our 100 people said arachnid. It's right. 57. 57 takes your total up to a lovely round 120.
Yeah, arachnids also include mites, ticks, and daddy longlegs.
Daddy longlegs, fair enough.
Yes,
Mites
I suppose
and ticks,
so.
I didn't know about that.
Yeah.
Wow, interesting.
About that.
Thank you very much, Richard. Now then, Janet, welcome to Pointless.
Thank you.
Very good to have you here. Tell us all about yourself, Janet.
I'm from Swansea. I'm a retired teacher, a retired piano teacher, a retired organist, and life seemed absolutely pointless. So I thought, I'll apply for the show.
Yes.
I baked 2 cakes, and they're in the production office for you.
Oh, we'll never see them.
What cakes are they, just out of interest?
Mixed fruit with a hint of ginger.
Just a hint.
A soupçon.
Soupçon
de gingembre. Oh, that sounds delicious. Now then, Janet, what do you make of the board behind me? Have you got a good answer there?
The third one from the bottom, monetary unit of Greece, drachma.
Drachma. Drachma. Says that's such a good word, that drachma. Here is your red line. If you can get below this, you're into round 2. Sometimes it just doesn't appear. Just doesn't appear. Oh, no, I can see why. I see why. Listen, I've got great news for you, Janet. Doesn't matter what you score here. You're into the next round. I think I got away with that. Let's see how many of our 100 people said drachma. It's right. There we are, 53. Very well done. Taking your total up to 71.
Beautifully played, very well done. It's one of the first ever coins, the drachma, and it comes from, it had the monetary value of a handful of arrows, essentially, and its name comes from the Greek to grasp.
Yeah, thank you. Now, David, welcome.
Thank you.
Lovely to have you here, David. Tell us about yourself.
So I'm from Manchester. I work in product safety for a company that makes car cleaning products. And I like to play basketball and all sorts of sports.
Fantastic. Now, David, you are on 49. You have to score 70 or less.
Right.
What are you thinking of?
I was going to go for a unit of length equal to 1/1,000,000th of a metre, and I think that's a micron.
A micron, says David. OK, here is your red line. Can you get below that with micron? Let's find out. It's right, and you're through. Very well done, David. Down to 12. Great score there, taking your total up to 61.
The diameter of a horsehair is about 100 microns.
That is thick.
It is, yeah.
Thank you very much indeed, Richard. Lee, welcome back. Welcome back. Before we go anywhere, I'm going to congratulate you on Matthew's brilliant low score.
Thank you.
You are through, come what may.
He did as well.
Remind us all about yourself, Lee.
I own a company, an IT support company based in Biggleswade in Bedfordshire, and I'm also the chair of the local scout group.
as chair of the local scout group, are you obliged to wear shorts?
Not obliged, but I do.
That is going above and beyond,
Absolutely.
isn't it? That's it.
Absolutely.
Look at that. OK, now, Lee, this board is all yours. And because you're already through, have some fun.
Well, Orchard at the bottom. I don't know what the loss of sense of smell is. And I'm not sure what the light railway vehicle is. Charisma. I'm going to go for the compelling personal attractiveness or charm that can inspire devotion in others, because I'm surrounded by it, so...
Charisma. OK, no red line for you, and thank you. Let's see how many of our 100 people said charisma. It's right. Down it goes to 40. Very well done. 42 is your total.
We knew we'd see more of Lee and Matthew on today's show, didn't we? I'm sort of glad that round is over. I felt strangely self-conscious the whole way through.
Do you feel like you were on the operating table?
A little bit.
We were all just fishing things out of
Yes, a little bit. I've been slightly elsewhere during the whole thing. Charisma is a nice place to end it, though, so thank you for that. Shall we take a look at the rest of these?
Yes.
Orchard is absolutely right. Would have scored you 69 points. You know that loss of a sense of smell?
No.
It's anosmia. Anosmia. Very well done if you said that at home. 10 points for that. And the light railway vehicle?
I'm just trying to say, it's got to be hand. Hand.
It's that one, yeah.
And car.
Car, yeah.
Hand car, yeah.
Is it?
Absolutely,
Oh,
hand car. It's the best answer on the board as well. 3 points for that. Well done if you said that.
Brilliant. Thank you very much indeed, Richard. We are at the end of our first round. We have to say goodbye to one of our pairs, Katie and Joe, our golden couple from the last show. I'm so sorry. But anyway, it's been lovely having you on both shows. Thank you so much for playing. Katie and Joe.